beautiful humans. How's everybody doing tonight? I am glad to be here with you. We have some updated news, some updated footage. This is actually really insane, the footage that we just got, and it kind of breaks some of the narratives that we've been getting from the left, absolutely for sure. This is definitely going to be eye-opening. If you guys haven't seen this yet, if you have seen this, I want to give you guys my personal opinion, my personal take on this. Now, you guys, it's only 4:02 and we're started. And you guys are complaining saying that I'm late. And you're making puns about my name, which is fair. I've gotten those my entire life. You guys need to be a little bit patient, bro. A little bit patient. 4:02 is not crazy. If it was 4:07, 4:08, I would understand. But you know what I'm saying? Give a cracker a break. But here's to you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Pinkies out, bottoms up. Let's go. All right, so of course tonight, you know that we're going to be talking about this ICE shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota, because that is one of the major things that's going on in the world right now. Now, this happened, 3 days ago? And then the next day, which was yesterday, this happened 2 days ago. The next day, we had the shooting in Portland with Customs and Border Patrol. I have some updated news about the shooting in Portland as well. Then today in Pennsylvania, some lunatic used their truck to full-on ram another ICE vehicle and got shot. Their vehicle got shot. We don't know if they themselves got hit or if they're dead or alive. They drove away, but here's what happens when somebody is driving and you shoot them in the head. Their foot is still on the pedal, and we saw that in the Minnesota shoot. That then renders that vehicle a thousands and thousand-pound missile, which is crazy work. It's crazy work. That's why you don't want to shoot people while they're driving. Cash removed said Trump is a pedo. Well, here's the thing, buddy. We're not talking about that today. We've talked at length about that here on this channel. I know you think you're being fucking edgy and cool, and that probably encompasses your entire personality, is to just say that everywhere that you go. Trump's a pedo, Trump's a pedo. It's so fucking draining, and you're so fucking retarded, bro. Like, to just continually make that your whole fucking thing is weird as fuck. You're weird as fuck for that guy. So, I'm not a huge Donald Trump fan. I don't like a lot of the things that he said about kids. It gives me the fucking ick. But we don't have any verified proof. Nothing that could stand up in court. And you're just running around being weird as fuck. And if that's who you want to be as a person, that's probably why you don't have friends. And instead, you're just a fucking internet Reddit troll. So we're going to give you the binky. And then that's the last attention that you're going to get from us. You're going to get the little nyam, 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 nyam. And then you're gone because you were never relevant. So quit being a fucking weirdo. I don't think this is alive. Oh, buddy, we are so live right now. Hold up 3 fingers if you're live. I did it, guys. We're live. So anyway, we're going to get into this. I really want to stress upon you guys that this might be, this is a little drastic of footage. We've got a lot of stuff to go over tonight, you guys. This might be, if you're easily shooketh, if you get real weird about stuff, trigger warning maybe, I don't know. Let me just put it this way. If you're a pussy, this might disturb you. I think most of us can handle this. I think most of us are adults here. Hey, thank you so much, 420, Imam. My new tattoo. I just got this done yesterday. I'm doing my best to remember that I have this thing on here so that I don't rest on it, because I like to rest my elbow on my desk. So hopefully I won't do that, because that will absolutely suck. I want to bring this up on screen. The first thing that we're going to look at is, there's tons of sources for this clip, but I wanted to show you guys what Nicholas J. Fuentes said. If there's any America First gripers in the crowd at all, he said 100% justified. So his take on this is that this shooting was absolutely justified. We're going to look into this real quick. Let's check the the poll. We have 89% of people think that it's justified. We're going to present new evidence and we're going to run that poll again. And then we're going to ask again what you guys think. I want to give a huge shout out to Irish Bomb Squad, to Dr. Dre Light, to Sarah Beamer, to all the mods that are in the chat. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. So we're ending this poll right here. 89% believe that it's justified. And then we will do another poll after we look at the new evidence, because I think that it's important to be able to be flexible when you get new information and to be able to, maybe change your position on it, whatever the case may be. So we're going to start off by looking at this new evidence, because this evidence is crazy. So this is actually, some people are calling this body camera footage. Anybody who's ever watched body cam knows that this is not actual body cam footage. This isn't what it looks like. There's no Axon logo on it, no little watermark. This is actually, and you can see in the reflection, this is the officer that shoots this woman, Renee Good. This is him holding up his phone to record the situation. So with that context, let's fucking go.
Change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking country. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Oh! So now that we've seen the whole video, I want to walk you through it and dissect a couple of the things that I saw. So for those of you who saw the original video, there was a silver SUV on one side of this maroon Honda Pilot. That is where the officer who took the shot came out of, right? Then on the other side, the officers that we saw in the original video, they walk up from that side. She is impeding ICE operations. She was a part of, I may get this wrong, I believe it's Minnesota Ice Watch. And her wife, because that woman who's taunting him is her wife. And they dropped off their 6-year-old at school and then immediately went out to go and impede ICE operations, because they're part of Minnesota Ice Watch. What Minnesota Ice Watch is they go out and they dox locations. There's a whole network of people that let you know when they see ICE so that people can come and get in the way and start shit. Now they'll use their vehicles to block ICE agents in, to block ICE agents out. And so I want to run through this and show you a couple things. The first thing I noticed is I before didn't see that there was a fucking dog in here. And I pray that that dog is okay. Look at that good boy. That good boy did nothing to be involved in this type of shit. This is not on this dog. This dog did not make a decision. And I am praying that this dog is okay. Now, I'll show you some close-ups here in a bit, but they have some close-up still shots where she's smiling and laughing. And we're going to get into why that's important, because the whole narrative is that she was terrified. This is a woman who dropped her kid off at school, a mother who dropped her kid off at school, and then ICE just murdered her in cold blood for no reason. She's in the middle of a fucking street where ICE is doing an operation. She's impeding traffic, and she's smiling and laughing while her wife got out of the vehicle to film what is going on. Like, you got your wife killed so you could film some shit for TikTok, homie, while you're out breaking the law, obstructing federal agents. That is what it is. That objectively, regardless of what side you're on, that's what they did. So what do you hear? Because I hear fucking sirens, my guy. And a lot of the narrative is that just masked men approached her. She was terrified and she didn't know what was going on. So she tried to drive away to get away from the situation because just random masked men that she didn't know who was there were approaching her vehicle and trying to open the door. I hear sirens. Look at her face. That doesn't look like fucking terror to me. Am I wrong? Does she look terrified to you guys? I want to know real quick. We're going to actually poll this because I think this is important because it's such a big part of the narrative. Does she look terrified? I just want to know what you guys think here. I want to get your guys' beat on this as we continue to watch, so you guys can continue to be educated on this. I don't see terrified, homie, but I hear sirens. So I believe that she knew exactly why she was there. I think that she knew exactly who she was talking to. These weren't just random, unmarked, masked men. These were men who came up with their sirens on. They have their patches that say and identify exactly who they are. She's a part of Minnesota Ice Watch, and this is what she went there to do. So, check her out.
Fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning.
He's documenting her plates, and her wife is verbally accosting him. She's calling him big boy, big boy. We're not scared of you, big boy. We don't change our plates every morning, big boy. The reason that they change their plates is because of places like Minnesota Ice Watch. Because they're doxing their locations and people are showing up, obstructing their operations, and that makes it more dangerous for the person that they're arresting, more dangerous for the agents, and more dangerous for every civilian there. So they're trying to do this in a way where there's the least amount of collateral damage, and these people are making it way more dangerous than it needs to be.
So you know, it'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us?
She identifies herself as a U.S. citizen and a veteran. Now, I think, again, we need to establish here that in my world, in this fucking country, I support everybody's First Amendment right to peacefully and lawfully protest. Obstructing federal investigations and operations is a literal federal crime. That is fucking a literal federal crime. To obstruct federal officers in a lawful operation is not lawful protest. This is breaking the law. Hold on, guys. I've got an Amber Alert. Okay, cool. That's actually in the neighborhood that my wife is going right now. So that's crazy. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. They're breaking the law. This isn't a First Amendment protected activity. But whether I agree with people or not, I always stand by their First Amendment right to peacefully protest.
I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car.
So they're taunting him. They're fat shaming him. They're just all around being assholes. Which the being assholes is not illegal. The obstructing with their vehicle is what's illegal.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Now, if you look right here, she backs up the vehicle, right? She's looking dead at this officer. She's looking dead at him. She knows that he's there. She knows that he's there. So she's looking at him and then... Oh! You can hear the impact of the vehicle on him. You can hear that. Oh! Now, initially, I think that we thought that it was 3 shots, but I think that what we interpreted as the first shot might have been her ramming into his body armor, and it may have only been 2 shots. I'm only hearing 2 shots. But then this is bad. This is bad. Now, I'll straight up tell you right now, somebody hits me with their car and I think they're trying to kill me, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them if I have the means. And I'm probably going to call them a fucking bitch afterwards. Wasn't JD defending her yesterday? Cap Talk, I think you have me fucked up for my homeboy Valhalla VFT. Valhalla VFT was defending her on this. He has the opposite opinion of me on this. My whole thing has not changed even a bit on this. I think this is an awful situation. I don't think that this is something to be celebrated, but I think this was a lawful and justified shoot. Oh! So he shoots her, and then what happens with the car? Because her foot's on the pedal, and now she's dead. He turned that vehicle into a fucking missile. So, you know, that's not the greatest thing to do in public with a bunch of people around. But look at this. I'm bummed it won't full screen more than this. This is her facial expressions as she's dealing with this officer. This doesn't give terrified to me. This right here, come on, doesn't give terrified to me. She's looking at the officer and smiling as she's fucking driving towards him, you guys. As she's driving towards him. So, to me, that makes a pretty clear statement. That's pretty wide open, bro. I want to see 93% of you guys don't think she was terrified. And I agree with that. And yes, the wife yells, "Drive, baby, drive." The wife yells, "Drive, baby, drive." And that's why I believe that later on, if you watch the other video where there's more video footage of this, the wife later on in the video says, "I got my wife killed. This is my fault." I don't think that's an exact quote, but she says straight up, she assumes responsibility for this because I'm sure that it was her wife that got her involved in all of this. I'm sure her wife is probably the one who's more active in the Minnesota Ice Watch and probably got her in this whole position, which is tragic. It's tragic that this woman is dead. It was objectively horrible, but completely unnecessary. It definitely didn't need to go down like this. Is this the Krusty Krab? No. Vash Stampede said, people need to focus on building our country and citizens need to stop fighting with one another. It's just sad we have larger problems. Full stop, agree. Choke Dealer, I only heard 2 shots that time. And yes, so that's a good point. I think that what we might have interpreted, maybe we should go back and watch the other video as well. But this video has been verified 100% real. Anytime a video comes out about anything that people are spinning a narrative on these days, people are going to say, oh, that's fake, that's AI. This video is 100% verified real. Yo, Gorb, thank you so much. I'm almost thinking that these idiots blocking pathways want this chaos. They do. They do, brother. You're 100% dead on. Never in my life have I ever thought that it would be a good idea to impede federal agents. I was a career criminal for 20 years, and I did not ever have the caucasity to want to do that. Never had I thought to follow an ideology that does more harm than good. Why be this dumb? They're intentional agents of chaos, and I think that you nailed it right in the beginning. This is what they want. They want this chaos. This gives them attention. This gives them a feeling like they're doing something. It makes them feel important. And it's absolutely crazy. Just pop. Where did the T-Rex and Jaws come from, JD? We must ask if it's just stuff in people's yards. So, this is one of the craziest things about this. Let's see if we can find the image. I had it up yesterday, but there is full on a fucking either a T-Rex or a Velociraptor in the background in the yard while the cop is doing his thing. The ICE agent is doing his thing. And it is 100% a giant fucking dinosaur. And there's a shark too. Let's look at this other footage of what happened. This is presented by Sarah Adams. Shout out Sarah Adams, by the way. Gangster.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Out car.
That sounds distinctly like 3 shots to me. Does that sound like 3 shots to you guys? What's not adding up here? Guys, that sounds like 3 shots. So what is not adding up here? Why is there 3 shots in one video and 2 shots in another video? I'm not sure what the fuck's going on with that. That's crazy to me. Distinctly, I'm not tripping, right? Was there a sniper? 2 different guns, 3 shots. I don't know about the 2 different guns, but I definitely heard 3 shots there. And you guys did too. I'm not just tripping. I'm trying to find this picture where the dinosaur is. Let's see. Can we hear the shots in this? Here's another angle. Let's see if we can hear the shots in this angle. This is another angle that was presented, and people are saying this is AI because it's slowed down and it's zoomed in. But this also shows the cop getting hit. That sounds like 3 shots to me, you guys. So in the other video, you can see that he has his phone. So I believe that he has his phone and that's the footage.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well.
What the heck is that? Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it.
That's a fucking throwback. If you guys don't know who that dude is, that's what was his name? Ed Bassmaster. Let's see if we can see the.
Whoa. Let go.
You see him right here? He's grabbing dude's gun. That doesn't end well. That doesn't end well.
Let go. Whoa.
Kill someone else! Go for it! Kill someone else!
Yeah, that dude tried to take the gun and got straight up blasted in the face. I'm trying to find footage where it shows the dinosaurs. I guess it's not that important compared to the other stuff that we have to take a look at though, you guys. So far, what's lining up to me, the thing I don't understand is hearing 3 shots in one and 2 shots in the other. Do you guys think there's a chance that it was an echo? What do you guys think is the reason for that? Because I wasn't tripping. There was only 2 shots in this video.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa! Okay, hold on.
Out of the car.
Whoa! Okay, so here's what it is. The sound of the impact of the car hitting him and the shot, I think, so this is what I think it is, you guys. FL Flag said, maybe the first shot is muffled by being hit. I think that's exactly what it is. The car impact muffled the sound of the first shot a little bit because it was happening at the same time. So, and yeah, she was begging for ICE attention. They were 100% there to start shit. And shit they did start. I want to show you guys some of what's going on out in the world because of this. Because some of this is absolutely crazy. We got to see some of this last night. We didn't get to see this. And I wanted to show you this. So this dude may look familiar. This dude goes out and he does some crazy shit with, God, what's that dude's name? Jake Lang. This is a Jake Lang dude. He's, I believe he was there when Jake Lang was berating Austin Metcalf's father. He was there when Jake Lang was doing the thing in Dearborn, Michigan. So let's watch what he's out here doing.
Okay, let's walk him out.
You ain't bouncing me, bitch.
We should go, man. We should go. Let's go. Let's go.
Grab his arm.
They're assaulting him. They're putting hands on him. You cannot do this, you guys. I want it to be very clear to you guys that you cannot put your hands on somebody else and drag them. You can't grab at their shit. You have to keep your hands and feet to yourself. I don't know when we stopped learning this lesson. It seemed very clear to me in fucking kindergarten.
Hey, this is a woman, but you will get hurt, buddy. Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
Let's go, man.
Keep your fucking hands.
We're nonviolent.
Let's go.
We're
Keep your
nonviolent.
Let's go.
Peaceful.
Let's go.
Staying peaceful.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
Patriots, get out of here. We need some backup, boys. We need some backup, boys.
This is peaceful.
Okay, we're going to rewatch that because that shit got me bricked up. We're going to rewatch that. So they're on him, right? They're on him, and he's being peaceful.
Patriots, get out of here. We need some backup, boys. We need some backup, boys. This is peaceful.
We're peaceful.
Everybody back up. Everybody back up.
Don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt anybody, and there won't be a problem. That's what we're trying to do. Don't assault people.
See this, guys? We will not back down. We will not surrender. These people will not continue to intimidate us in our country.
Okay, so look, I'm not on this dude's side, but he says some decent shit for a minute. He has the same SSRI eyes as these fucking weird-ass liberals. Do you notice that? This dude has the same demonic SSRI eyes as the fucking Antifa people, bro. So, never back down is cool. I get that. I'm with them up until a point.
Continue to intimidate us in our country. The storm is here. When we come, one, we go all. No one can stop what is coming. Get here, guys. We need you in Minnesota. These people are fucking terrorists. These people are terrorists. They hate our country. They hate everything we stand for.
Who's we?
The people that are watching.
What do you stand for? What do you stand for? Native American.
What do you stand for?
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, what a pretty guy.
This is Concord land. This is Concord land, buddy.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
This is Concord land. Patriots, get out here. We need to back up. It's yourself, or you're gonna get hurt today, all right? We executed one of you yesterday.
See, that's where he loses me. That's where he fucking loses me. I understand the patriotism. I understand standing up against people that hate our country and want to fuck us off, and people that are, intentionally going out to cause chaos and all of this. I understand all of that, and I'm with them. Then he starts with the shit, bro. We executed one of you people yesterday. We executed one of you people. My guy, this was a sad fucking thing, bro. We should not be celebrating this. If we start celebrating when something like this happens, we're no better than they were when they were celebrating Charlie Kirk dying. We're no better than the shit that they put out. Did she put herself in this position? Unfortunately, in my opinion, I believe she 100% put herself in this position. I think it was awful, but it was lawful. That dude had every right to defend himself. Do I agree with rubbing it in their faces and saying shit like, we executed one of you today? I don't fuck with that, bro. I don't fuck with that. It's just my opinion. I don't. And I don't like what he said to fucking Austin Metcalf's dad either. I think that was fucked up. Him and Jake Lang are punks for that shit, bro. I don't like that shit.
We executed one of you yesterday. You understand that?
Don't cover him.
We executed
Don't feed
one of
the
you
trolls.
yesterday.
Don't feed the trolls.
Now that bitch can get it too, though. Fuck that bitch. Like, how do you have that big of a fucking she has a fupa for her chin. How do you have a front upper pussy area on your chin and you have the fucking audacity to come out here and tell other people how to live their lives? That's crazy. Oh, so, Corbin Dallas said he's being called out on X for being a fake patriot. That's why he said we executed one of you. He's fake for clicks on X. There we go right there. There we go right there. But how does this bitch have a fupa under her chin, bro? And she wants to tell other people what to do? Talking about trolls, bitch, you're a gremlin. You're a whole fucking gremlin, bro. Like, what are you doing telling anybody else what to do? You're a swamp donkey. You're a whole ass water buffalo. What the fuck?
Don't give them a press. You're just talking to white supremacists.
That word doesn't mean anything anymore. So you guys overused that word. If this dude is a real white supremacist, nobody's gonna care because y'all use that word against fucking every fucking buddy that disagrees with you. Now, on the other side of this, I do want to say that I'm not trying to fat shame. I understand people have health issues and all of that. I have been too big at times in my life, and I worked really hard to get myself to where I'm feeling better about myself and everything. Shit happens. Plus, there's a lot of dudes that like that because that whole woman is a titty. She's eating herself to where the whole woman is a titty. Her ears are titties. Her fucking neck's a titty. Her toes is titties. And some dudes like titty. Like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The cushion for the pushing, that's a whole lot of titty, bro. Her elbows got titties, bro. Her fucking chin has a fupa, so that's some people, some people, that's their thing, is the titties. But I wouldn't be talking this shit if she wasn't out there being weird as fuck. She being weird as fuck, bro. It's weird as fuck behavior. Stop it, you're digging a deeper hole. Bro, you're too afraid to make people upset. The doghouse, I'm pretty sure I've made some people upset, bro. I'm pretty sure I make people upset constantly, bro. Constantly. You're growing a beard because you're hiding your real self. You violently fucking retarded? Did your parents have any kids that lived at all whatsoever? You think growing a beard is hiding my real self? Bitch, this beard was ordained by God himself. You don't have a majestic fucking chin mane like this unless God ordered it to be so. I'm just kidding. You still suck ass though. You're a horrible person and nobody likes you.
Do not give him your attention. Do not give them attention.
You guys keep playing stupid games. You're gonna keep getting stupid prizes. You guys will continue to be killed if you keep trying to harm these men. Don't you understand
Feed the
that?
trolls.
Well, that was annoying as fuck. Everyone involved with that was annoying as fuck. I want you guys to hear what old Jimmy Kimmel said. This is interesting.
You know what? Maybe they're trying. I know what they're doing. They're trying out a new slogan. Donald J. Trump is going to kill you. It's pretty good, right? This maniac, he isn't just killing people overseas. An ICE agent today shot and killed an unarmed 37-year-old woman during an ICE operation in Minneapolis. They're there under the guise of protecting us. And of course,
Well, yeah, no, they're there because the majority of the people in this country voted to shut down the borders and to kick people out who are not legally here. You fucking vapid retard. Unarmed is a really wild statement considering she used a 3,000-pound vehicle as a weapon. If somebody kills you with a car, are you any less dead than if they kill you with a gun? Any less dead? Somebody kills you with the car, somebody kills you with the gun. It's pretty much the same fucking thing, if you ask me. So, it's a wild statement to say she was just an unarmed mother. But this is what the left does.
our president weighed in with compassion. He wrote, "I've just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car, this is the woman who was killed, was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense." Now, I saw this video. It didn't look like anybody got run over to me. It looked...
Now, he did get hit. He didn't get run over. He stayed on his fucking feet. So I don't know what video Trump was watching. He had some key points that were there, but I feel like if you're the president, bro, shouldn't you have all the facts straight before you make public statements? He didn't get run over. Jimmy Kimmel's a fucking cuck, though. Jimmy Kimmel definitely likes to watch his wife get railed out by dudes of every persuasion.
Me, like a woman got scared and tried to drive away, and they shot her. That'll be for the court to decide. Well, the mayor of Minneapolis, though, had this to say.
I don't think it will. I don't think that dude will face any fucking charges, bro. I don't think that he will face any fucking charges. Other people disagree with me. I understand that. My own friends disagree with me. I understand that. And if I'm wrong, I'll come out here and I'll be like, hey, looks like I was wrong, guys. I have no problem doing that. I've done it before. I'm giving you guys my opinion. I think, I doubt it goes to fucking him getting charged. If it does, I think he gets off. I think he gets off the whole thing. I think he 100% gets off. You know what I'm saying? So, my friends might be right. I respect my friends' opinions, whether we agree or not. But I think he don't get fucking hit.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull.
You are a zest beast, my man. A zest beast. Like, bro, he is crazy fruit fly shit, bro. Like, 1,000%. This dude gets on stage and dances around with Somali flags in our country as an elected official. This fucking dude right here needs to be dragged out of his home, stuffed and cuffed, charged with treason, right along with Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar and anybody else who's in a position of being an elected official in our country who's caught prioritizing some other country's flag over ours. It's fucking treason.
This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. And I have a message for ICE.
You saw him crying at George Floyd's casket on his knees. I'm sure he was on his knees for George Floyd, homie. And I'm sure he was fucking crying, bro. What did Angry Cops say? Dan Campbell, Angry Cops 1,000% agrees with me. Donut Operator, 1,000% agrees with me. Hey, Ray, Brian, what's up, man? How you doing? Angry Cops donut operator. I talked to Officer Udy, Kevin Udy. Let's see. I've talked to a whole bunch of law enforcement on this, bro. I've talked to a whole bunch of law enforcement on this. And the sentiment with most everybody is, this is sad, it was unnecessary, but it was a lawful, justified shoot. Awful, but lawful. It is what it is, man.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
What are you gonna do, pussy? What the fuck is your bitch ass little bitch ass gonna do? They're federal. Do you understand the fucking pecking order in the food chain in this situation? There is federal. Then there's state. Then there's, what is this bitch, a fucking mayor? That's local. That's a city, bro. That's a city. He's not a governor. He's not a fucking congressman. He's not a president. He is like the lowest person on the food chain in here. Hey, he looks like a serial killer. He does, bro. That dude looks like a serial killer who finds his victims on fucking Grindr. Tell me I'm wrong. Do you guys think he looks like a serial killer who finds his victims on Grindr? You know, the gay Tinder? That's what that dude looks like, bro. He looks like a serial killer who finds his fucking victims on gay dating apps. I'll die on that hill. That's what I think of that dude. I want to hear this dude's take. Let's check out, this dude is Westcott America. I want you guys to, he probably is. Yeah, so Jeffrey Dahmer, you're right, Ted Bundy. Kimmel didn't get that round mouth from eating square meals. Oh, shit, bro. I love you guys so much. Hold on, I just saw this. I get to yapping. I do get to yapping. We're going to read some more super chats here in a minute, but I want to bring this up right now. Fallen Angel, thank you so much. Huge love to you. Thank you for that support. What's up, JD? Off topic here, but today is day 7 without MJ. Nice, dude. Nice. The reason I'm telling you is because you have become a big inspiration to me and a light of hope for a better me tomorrow. Thank you for all you do. Big love and respect. Dude, I am so proud of you. And thank you so much for including me and allowing me to be a part of your recovery journey. Dude, that means so much to me. Huge love and respect to you. And Glorb said, we live in some pretty crazy times. Hopefully the wise and the temperate are still watching and noticing to further show within the law what is happening. Just let law enforcement do their job. Plus, beards are for men only. Well, men only and pregnant men too. Pregnant men can have beards, right? Are pregnant men allowed to have beards in 2026? I'm so confused. Bush Boy said, it's beyond time all of these social media virtue signaling sheep learn, fuck around, and find out. I mean, bro, it's a pretty simple fucking concept, the old FAFO, bro.
Everybody want to talk about whether or not the ICE agent should have shot the lady. I'm trying to figure out why she was there in the first place. You got a son, you got a family. You out here defending Pablo and Julio like they give a damn about you. Go home and protect your son. Can't do that now, it's too late. Worried about the wrong shit.
Yep.
It's the problem. When you start dating people, you need to find out what their politics are. What side of the fence are they on? Because I'm starting to realize all the crazies are a bunch of liberals. They're the crazy ones. What woman of yours is going to be out on the front lines battling for fucking Carlos? Carlos is in here illegally. He need to go back to his country. Worry about the wrong shit. Got yourself killed. Good job.
Hey, I want to ask any dudes in here. Any of the dudes in here that are married, would you have your wife be out running around chasing down fucking federal agents to obstruct federal operations while you're at fucking work? Like, what type of woman is out there doing that shit? She's a lesbian, so her and her wife were doing it together. So, I mean, I guess that's what it is. But what type of woman drops her kid off at school and goes, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go try to fucking aggressively troll and block the operations of federal agencies that work for the U.S. government. You're fucking retarded. That's retarded shit, bro. And we need to call it what it is. So do you guys remember my buddy Nick Sorter? Came out to Portland, got assaulted. Well, he's on the ground in Minneapolis, and he has been for a while because he was out there straight up just in front of Tim Wall's house with a bullhorn, calling him a retard with the stuffed pickle. Just calling him a retard over and over again. And Tim Walls called the cops on him. He was going to come home. He decided not to come home because Tim Walls called the cops on him. And he figured, hey, if you're going to call the cops on me, pussy, I'm going to stay out here. He canceled his flight. And then all this happened. And Nick has been out there getting threatened a lot. Even with security, they've been swarming him. Here's just a little clip of some of the shit that isn't even some of the more heated shit.
Get the fuck out of here right now!
That dude has a big old booger in his schnoz. That dude has a big old, look at this big old booger in this dude's schnoz. Look at that dude. He's got a booger on his nose, and it looks like some of the booger migrated to his fucking mustache. You guys see that big old booger? You look fucking insane, bro. Look at those SSRI eyes. Look at that dude. That dude has demons, bro. Looking crazy as shit. Holy. Don't snort your Wellibutrin, guys. Don't snort it. Don't do it. It's bad for you.
Get the fuck out of here right now!
That's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of...
They killed my fucking neighbor! Who the fuck are these Nazis?
You guys are losers. You guys are losers. Oh, you guys are losers. You're trying to agitate people. You're agitators.
Some fucking agitators over here! Get the fuck out of my city! What the fuck is wrong with you? Somebody die!
Go to your fucking car so we can take a picture of your fucking plate. Where's your fucking car, you coward?
Well, he's got a rental car, you fucking retard. It's funny how these people are so aggressive and threatening. If you get them alone, I promise you they're not.
You couldn't even fucking stop? I'm not moving. You fucking walk the block, you're a fucking coward. Get the fuck out. You think we're fucking playing? You got nothing, huh? All right, so we are Nazis for asking, for walking down the road, asking questions. You're wondering why I was so adamant on having security before we actually came out here, and this is exactly why. Hey, look at this fucking Nazi! Get the fuck out of here! The question that was posed was, why are they blocking ICE vehicles in the street? And this is the reaction. I mean, I've been here for bunch of fucking Nazis. I've been here for maybe 3 minutes at the most. What's going on? What's the point? Look at you and look at us. What the fuck? No, that's not how you think. Fuck you. Look at you head stuck looking motherfucker. That's a hell of a comment right there. Yep. No, don't actually. I think that's a compliment. Fucking Nazis. Hey, this motherfucker with the live stream. You proud of what you fucking did? Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, sir. Fucking leave. Come to a new spot. We'll do a loop. Come back.
His security wants him out of there. His security wants him out of there. There's a lot going on there. His security is like, we need to go.
Let's try and get on the top later. We'll come back in. Okay. And this is it. You guys see it now. You lasted for 30 fucking seconds, you fucking cowards. I said barely any words out here. Barely anything at all. An agitator calling us an agitator. It's wild. But I'm literally just walking down the road. We didn't say a word. Where's
Where's your fucking car? Show us.
We're not here for a fight, man. Yeah, so
What the
that's
fuck
the
are you
difference.
doing?
I'm not here to fight with
Show us
anybody.
your
I'm just
fucking
walking.
car.
We came for a conversation.
Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out.
But I can't.
Oh, they're too scared to show us where the car's at. I thought you were saying you didn't give a shit. You were proud of yourself. Show us your fucking car. Let's go.
Why are you so mad at us?
Why are we so mad you're fucking Nazis?
And that's what they call you. They boil down everybody to Nazis. They didn't even say anything to disagree with them on. It's crazy. These people are so unbalanced, bro.
What did we do there?
You're fucking Nazis. Get the fuck out.
Help me not be a Nazi.
Oh.
Don't be here. That's it. Leave.
You want to finish that thought?
I asked that. Hey, hold on, guys.
Oh, he's throwing snow! Oh! It's assault!
Uh-oh.
Look at this fucking coward!
Puppies are scared of snow.
Get the fuck out!
Okay, so what happens if I call 911? Let's do that. Can you get an address, please? Wait, what are they? You said they're on.
What is the address of the emergency?
Hi,
We're on foot.
we're on foot.
Okay. And how big is the group of people?
It's
20 at least. Hey, cops, get here!
By 20? Okay. What were they
the throwing objects are following
No,
us down the
it's-
road. Yeah, we,
Right here when you get here. Hey, cops, we're waiting for you. You're a fucking coward.
I'll be right here.
You know what the word cogent means? Get the fuck out.
Yeah, we're at I guess Park Avenue and 33rd now.
Yes, affirmative. East on 33rd Street.
With you fucks. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be associated with you anymore.
Yeah.
I went there and
It's funny how they're following them all the way down the street, multiple blocks, telling them to get out. It's super weird behavior, bro.
great if they got slipped. You got something to say?
White
proud of
in
yourself?
a black
Come
pea
here to
coat.
celebrate murdering people and fucks?
Hey, let's cross the street this way. They love free speech and lots of against
You got nothing to fucking say. You said you're here to talk? Say some shit.
Exactly why they're here. Okay, yeah. So we're crossing Park Avenue onto 33rd.
No, we're crossing Park Avenue. Come protect us.
We're crossing Park Avenue onto 33rd.
You walk like fucking idiots. Look at you.
Celebrating. Murdering people.
See all the gate analysis? Look at you.
They're throwing ice blocks at us now.
This is a bad fucking idea.
Do we have an ETA? We don't have an ETA. Are you guys actually going to respond to this area, or are we just out here out here fending for ourselves?
We do have an officer that's responding. They acknowledge the call not to drive there.
Look at you. Tiny little fucking coward. Look at you. What you got tattooed on your neck, huh? What is that?
I'll change before we get there, okay?
Oh, you can't
What happened?
talk now, huh?
I'll make any changes.
No, you don't want any problems, motherfucker.
I highly doubt it's going to change. So, unless it gets worse, it might get worse.
Oh, come protect us. Oh, the city is so fucking scary.
Yeah. Okay. 911 hung up on me.
Yeah, because you're a fucking coward. Where are you from? We just want to see your place. That's it. We just want to talk right by your car. That is something.
Hello.
We got good light now. Let's take a photo of it.
Yes, it is.
Let's take a photo of this tattoo.
So we're heading south.
Hang on a sec. Left.
Can you go back this way?
33rd.
We're 33rd heading towards Park.
Okay, yeah, we're heading back toward Park.
Hey, you came from this way. I thought you were going to your car. Sense of direction.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Walk with your broad fucking legs.
Are you with the person that you came with?
Who was this again?
People that think you're fucking morons is who
Okay,
they are.
so are we getting an officer out here, or is that not happening?
No, you gotta fend for yourself, motherfucker. You come to start shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little
Tell him your name.
not.
What's your name?
It's a little not possible right now.
Get in your car and fucking leave.
We can't just get a unit here. I mean, we're not far from downtown Minneapolis, and we can't get anybody to come out here.
South Minneapolis, fucker, right by where you just killed somebody, you pieces of shit.
I mean, we're still hovering in the area of 33rd and Park. No, I don't have any ability to do that by myself.
Get in your fucking car and go. We're wasting police resources.
I've got two people here.
Oh yeah, now they care about police resources. Now they care. Do you know how long this would last in a state like Florida or Texas or any state where anything makes any fucking sense, bro? This only happens in weird ass blue states like Minnesota, California, Oregon, New York. This shit in Florida, this shit would be shut the fuck down in 5 minutes.
With me, I just need I need some sort of police. It's been 10 minutes now. I would love to, but I can't. I don't feel safe doing so. On that.
Motherfuckers, do your shit. Your tail's between your legs. Oh, it's a street. Look both
I'm not
ways.
walking in front of a vehicle. Are you kidding me? Yeah, see, and this fucker is going to try to turn onto a one-way street. All right, guys, you got a guy driving the wrong way down a one-way coming after me now, and we have no police here.
This is unbelievable.
Get in your fucking car.
All right, let's exit.
Get in your fucking car. It's fucking simple. Get the fuck out.
Do you know where you're at? Do you know how many people get killed back here? They're threatening his fucking life, bro. He's an independent journalist. He's not an ICE agent. He's not a fucking cop. He's not a politician. He's an independent journalist. And he gets attacked almost everywhere that he goes.
Yeah.
I don't think that matters until we get a cop here. Are you serious?
Fucking get out. Oh, look. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. What's your heart rate?
We're on 33rd. That's what I need. I need somebody on 33rd near Park Avenue, in between Park Avenue and Portland. That's it. In my...
Telling you to fucking leave. Get the fuck out.
Black P coat on. I see no...
That didn't work out for you, did it?
No officers. Nothing.
You get your fucking foot in? No, you couldn't even fucking stop it.
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah, let's go get a kiss.
Right here. Key is now.
Left bucket.
That's what you wanted, ain't it?
Here.
Yeah. What a fucking surprise you tried to
Go.
I can't even go on high school.
Move.
Dude who definitely could not afford a Jeep yells, "What a surprise! He drives a Jeep. He drives some shit that you can't afford, homie." And that's not, a Jeep's not even a huge fucking flex, bro. That's crazy shit.
Go, go, go. Yeah, man. I didn't mean to stop you, you know, what you're doing, but we have no backup. Real quick. Without cops.
I said officers aren't able to get to your current location. If you'd like to speak with them, you'll have to move to a different location.
Well, so the police can't get to 33rd and Portland. 34th and Portland.
Okay, would you like to move to another location?
I mean, I'm just asking, is that the case? Is that...
You said what?
They can't get to 34th and Portland. I'm just making sure. Like, I guess if that's what I got to do, then that's what I got to do. All the, being chased down the street.
Okay, yeah, and I'm telling you that if you would like to speak with officers, you'll have to move to a different location that they can access so they can assist you.
Okay, so they're not coming to this location, correct? I have to go and find them
Okay,
myself.
if you're not going to answer my question, are you going to go to a different location?
I mean, I'm being chased down the road. What do you want from me? I have to go. What location do I need to go
to? You're going to have to go to a different location if you'd like to be. Okay, I'm going to disconnect.
What location do I have to go to?
That's the second time they hung up on him. They don't know who they're fucking with. Let me tell you this. Nick already has a lawsuit against the city of Portland, Oregon, because their cops mishandled a situation with him. That's the second time 911 hung up on him in a situation where he was asking for emergency services. They fucked up. They fucked up, bro. That's crazy. We got Greaser Man. Big love and respect from Wilsonville. What's up, my neighbor up in the north? Dude's drones. Sad situation, but justified delusional entitlement. It could get you killed. Agree. Calm me down. Fuck around and find out. Lucas. Who knew what she was doing? That hoe knew what she was doing. Punyan Yuptar. I myself am concerned about ICE trying to unlawfully deport me. So I make sure to always have my ID, especially since I live near Washington, D.C. And that's a sane and rational take, my guy. I think that it's more likely that you might get, you might end up getting unlawfully detained rather than deported if you're here legally, brother. Rex Ryan. Renee Good is the new FAFO champion. Take the title from Ashley Babbitt, who held it for 5 years in 1 day. Shitty plays. Can always get the facts from you over everyone else. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I try to not bring you guys any garbage. I try to just give you guys the truth because that's what I want. I want the truth. I don't want somebody's narrative. I want the fucking truth. APW Womack, Mojack. Her wife comes off as a woman who hits a guy and then cries, "You can't hit me back because I'm a woman." You can't argue that, bro. Dude's Drones. This is Dude's Detail. Got a new gig. What's up, man? You're doing drones now? Hell yeah, brother. It's great to see you, man. Big love and respect to you, dog. So glad that you're here. Bush Boy said, it's beyond time all these social media virtue signaling sheep need to learn. You fuck around, you find out. Bush Boy said, anyone who sides with illegal immigrants hates America and Americans. The money wasted on them could be used for poor and homeless Americans. I agree with that. Winning said, this all ends if the left stops telling these women they're heroes for felony impending. Well, really what needs to happen is a lot of people need to go to jail. A lot of people need to go to jail, homie. A lot of people need to go to jail, and they need to go to jail for a long time. We need to stop playing with this shit. People are getting killed now. There's been 3 incidents in 3 days with people ramming federal agents with vehicles and the agents popping off shots. Rockman, they think this shit is a game. Exactly. The woman wasn't scared. She was determined. JD, 100%, bro. 100%. Illuminati Reject, thank you so much, homie. Love the name. Snow Days. Watch the vid again. She keeps turning the wheel towards the agent. Looks like she wanted to hit him. I think she was turning to try to get... I don't know. Techfall. Camera audio doesn't accurately pick up noises outside of their dB range. Sounds like gunshots up close all the time. That probably what happened here. I think it was muffled. I think that the sound was muffled by the impact against the agent. Homer, what's up, bro? There was 3 shots, 1 through the windshield, 1 through the open window, 2 through the open window. And I did see somebody say that they looked into it and the dog is all right. So thank God that the dog is all right. The dog didn't do anything wrong. 762 Kings. My name is Jesse. Love your channel. Watch all the time. Great to have you here, brother. Big love and respect. The Ferry on River Styx. Hey, JD, I live in Fairview, Oregon. After your last live stream yesterday and the stuff in Hillsborough, I fear violence might spill into my area. Your thoughts? Well, I think that it's highly, highly possible. I wouldn't get too stressed out about it, but I think it's highly possible. I want to just throw this up real quick, man. Emma Daisy, thank you so much. What a beautiful puppy. Big love and respect. Thank you for that support. Clown world we're living in different times, my brother. Much love, JD. Much love to you, sis. Thank you so much. Big love and respect, and I deeply appreciate that. Thank you for that support. Captain Squatch said, when people stop getting punched in the face for it, people need to start getting punched in the face for it. The end is nearer, beware. Official timeline says 2 shell casings recovered. I swear we all heard them 3 shots, though. Henry Defense and Customs, no one can stop what is coming. Rex, 00 bucks with malicious intent. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Corbin Dallas, he's being called out on X for being a fraud and a fake patriot. We're talking about the dude with the SSRI eyes. Yeah, I believe that he just wants the fucking views, bro. Michael Pa, Angry Cops did a video about the shooting. He said he has the dispatcher log and mentioned that there are 2 shell casings recovery. Greetings from Holland. Hey, greetings right back to you, man. Appreciate you. Rhinosaurus, I bet 99% of everyone is paid. They're trying to ignite a powder keg. Hold on. Got something on that, bro. Got something on that. Let's take a look. Speaking of, do you guys think that these protesters, the majority of them are getting paid? Do you guys think that they're out here just virtue signaling, just a virtue signal? Or do you guys think that they're actually out here getting paid for what they're doing? Because this was really eye-opening to me. Really eye-opening to me.
Shame! Shame! Do you have a job? Do you have a job? Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame! 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 Do you have a job?
So, look, I'm sure that there's people that are out there that are just out there because they're mentally deranged retards and they actually believe in this shit. But she just got her to admit that she's getting paid to be out there. Do you know how mad George Soros is going to be at her? George Soros is going to be big pissed about this. George Soros is not going to be happy. I would think they'd be under NDA. That's crazy work. But here's still the CNN narrative. Mother of 3 who loved to sing and write poetry shot and killed by ICE in Minneapolis. Even after all this shit came out, that's still the narrative they're pushing. It's like we didn't watch the same video. Steal its look. Caseify Pride case, $64. Moncler checked padded shirt jacket, $1,600. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Balenciaga black and gray checkered sweater. Burberry checked wool trousers, $1,000. Isotoner touchscreen gloves. Gucci beanie, Maui Jim sunglasses. Doc Martens. And a Fugo survival whistle. Holy shit, that's the same whistle. Does that whistle cost that much? You guys really think these people aren't paid? Look at the gear they're out here in. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Holy shit, bro. Oh, why is that on screen? Because it's true. It's true. Just slurping up the retard juice, bro. Just slurping up the retard juice. All day, every day. I love golden retrievers, though. So this is what they're doing out there. I want you to see this. This is another video from Nick Sorter. In fact, let me get this full screen so you guys can actually see the actual full deal of what's going on here. This is really interesting. ICE are pathetic Nazis. Neighbors say ICE out. And just a very poetic fuck. Fuck you, Nazi Trump boys, Epstein files, war crimes, 34 felonies. So they've just used trash. They're using trash, street signs, fencing, old Christmas trees to make barricades. It looks like a fucking ghetto party in the winter, bro. It looks like, this doesn't look like a protest. It looks like just like some ghetto ass ratchet party in the winter. When I was younger, we used to go to raves and festivals. You know, metal festivals, punk rock festivals, all-night raves in warehouses. It seems like this has transitioned into retards hanging out in the middle of the street, causing fucking chaos, burning down their own neighborhoods, starting shit with federal agents, and then getting really appalled when bad shit happens to them.
That's warm.
You just want one? Okay. Where's the juice?
Thank
Donut.
So, Leffler Wendy said they're outside the governor's house too. And yes, they all take turns on a mic and act like they're famous. It's gross. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Like they're out there like doing karaoke, like cosplaying, virtue signaling fucking karaoke on the mic, trying to act like they have the moral high ground in any of this shit. It's crazy. Calling people fascists because they don't like what's happening, even though the majority of people in this country voted that they wanted this shit to happen. But yeah, the people going with what the majority of the people in the country wanted, a democratic election, voted on, this was one of the main issues. Close the border, get the illegals out. It was one of the main fucking issues. But they're calling the people fascists that are going along with what the majority of people wanted. That's crazy. I wouldn't eat that fucking food. Are you kidding me? Hell no.
Oh, we're good. Thank you, though.
Sorry, there's okay. Well, if you want something else, there's some chestnuts.
There's a hell of a selection here right now.
Whatever's on the ground.
Mind if I take a soda?
Hydrated and good. They're quite good. Ah, you want a donut?
Thank you.
Okay, or you can have some water.
Two fires going.
Where you from? Salvador? Ecuador. What is that?
Whoa, weird. Nope. Check out that. Yeah. Down there and back.
No school children.
Hey, everybody, there's free food coming up and
So who's funding all this free food, you guys? Who do you think is funding all of this free food? Do you think this is just crowdsourced, or do you think that somebody is pumping money into these protests? What do you guys think?
Together we stand strong! Yeah! Better united!
What are we cheering about?
Free food.
Free food! Oh, fuck! What's up,
They've taken over streets, and they have random ass yuck mouths directing traffic because they've just taken over the streets in this neighborhood, where I'm assuming these people that live in these houses, there's some of them that want nothing to do with this, and they have to work in the morning. Their kids have to go to school in the morning, and they're being kept up by this garbage. Yeah, a box truck full of supplies being shipped in sure doesn't seem like it's an organic, crowd-funded thing, does it? That sure seems like somebody's pumping money into these protests.
Oh, money! Fuck off! Hurry up, Chloe! I know y'all hungry! Hurry up, Chloe! You can see it in my eyes! Ain't no bitch in my eyes! Oh, money! Ain't no bitch in my eyes!
I wish somebody would steal his car. I shouldn't have said that. I do, though. I do. So, like I told you guys, we've had multiple of these ICE rammings. This is actually, I think this is just a police officer. So we had ICE, and then we had Border Patrol. This is out in Pennsylvania. Check this out. This just happened. This is pretty crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck did we do? Oh my god, the police officer.
This is just what we're doing now, guys. This is just what we're doing now. We're just using vehicles as weapons, and law enforcement isn't allowed to fucking defend themselves. Bro, that G-Wagon is so fucking expensive, too.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck did we do? Oh my god, the police officer.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, just the trend now. That's just the trend, I guess. That's just what we're doing. And then we're doing shit like this, too. Let me make sure I'm still in the right there. We're still in the right. Protest versus vehicle, and I'm going to show you every single one. Watch this.
There you go. Whoop. There you go. Ooh, they got ran over, bro. What the?
Damn. Damn, did you see that dude go down underneath them tires? What the fuck, bro? Holy shit. That was mad wild, yo. That was mad wild. That was crazy. That was absolutely nuts. I like this dude.
Conservatives only approve of excessive and deadly force when it's a Negro on the receiving end. Problem being, most of the videos that come in front of white conservatives are niggas doing crime. So when they see a nigga acting nigga-ish, they gonna say, shoot that Negro. Okay, enough of the shot content. Real talk. We're now seeing white people celebrating and cheering ICE on after laying down one of their own. What does that tell me? It tells me two things. The media has been lying, gaslighting people for years. And it tells me, number two, that conservatives just don't play about law and order. They believe in the commandments of FAFO. Bro, if you try to run up an ICE agent, you get ran down. That's just what makes sense. That's common sense. That's a world that makes sense to me. That's the way the world always was. And quite frankly, I think that's the way the world's always going to be. White people have completely destroyed the narrative. Black people have been saying for years and years, oh, if there was ever a white Floyd, oh, if white liberals ever stood for a white person, white people would stand with them. They got all these crazy scenarios. White people saying, you dumb black, you dumb white ass shouldn't have tried to run over the ICE agent. I've seen some of the craziest memes against this woman, and I'm not praising that. You know, shame on y'all that's making memes about the woman's death. But nonetheless, she's getting the Floyd treatment, bro. They not saying, oh, it could be something else. Oh, we need more to the story. Could we get more context? You know, the typical shit when people don't really want to accept what's in front of them. I make news, so I see it all the time. Is there more context? White people ain't asking for no context at all. White people say, fuck her. White people say, good riddance. White people say, don't let the ground hit you where the tire left you. Bro, they don't care about the woman. And I think someone needs to bring this up. I had to bring this up. It's pissing me off that no one wants to bring this up, that white people completely destroying the racist narrative by holding one of their own accountable when they acting like a nigga. It's not about race. White conservatives could have taken this opportunity to be completely biased. But you know what liberals are saying? Oh, they heartless. Oh, they defending terroristic ICE agents. They're saying all these things, but they're not bringing up how white people are treating her as if she was black. Now, if she was a black woman, they would say it's racism. They would say you're just looking for the narrative. Hey, I'm sorry. There do be some racism online. But this ain't it. I got to defend you when you right. I got to talk shit about y'all when you wrong. White people, white conservatives, you impressing everyone, man. Y'all keeping that same energy, bro, and it has to be brought up. Someone has to add this conversation to the threshold because it needs to be remembered how white people didn't give one single damn about a white woman, not a man, but a woman, someone that we typically supposed to defend, when they FAFO. That's the real way. That's the American way. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Someone needed to bring this up. I had to do it. Oh, damn. I hate when that happens. Conservatives.
This dude is gangster ass based, bro. That dude was gangster ass fucking based. Absolutely based, bro. Like, and I'm not with the fucking memes that everybody's doing. I don't celebrate this shit. It's sad, bro. It's awful, but it's lawful. I'm not out here fucking running to fucking White Knight, this fucking dumbass bitch who did stupid shit, bro. She 100% put herself, this officer, in danger. She put everyone in the neighborhood in danger, everybody in the vicinity in danger. She knew what she was doing. She was out there to do this. That's why she went out there. She went out there for trouble, bro. You go out, so she was committing a federal felony. Now, when you're in the commission of a felony, anything that happens to anyone because of the felony that you're out committing, you're legally responsible for. That's a fucking law. If I go into a bank with another dude and I don't have a gun, but dude got a gun, and I don't have no intention to shoot nobody, but dude shoots somebody, I'm still responsible for that fucking murder because I was part of being in the commission of a felony. That's just what it is, homie. She was out committing felonies against federal officers, federal felonies, and she ended up dying. That's what time it is, bro. That's what time it is. Now, I don't celebrate that. I'm not like, yeah. But I'm like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to fucking be out here and go, yeah, I'm going to have that feds back, bro. I don't want to have to do that, bro. As much as some people might say that I'm a bootlicker or whatever, I'm just for what's right, bro. Like, I don't want to see some lady get gunned down. I don't care about her color. I don't care about her political views. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't want to see other Americans die, bro. I don't want to see people from other countries die. I don't like that shit. But when it comes down to it, she wrote the ticket, bro. She played the game. And she won the prize. That shit just is what it is. And it sure as fuck ain't what it ain't, bro. Bet 99% of everybody down there is paid, and it's a powder keg. Rhinoceros, I think that there's a large amount of these people paid, bro. Brande, bunch of booger eaters. Hell yeah! Mob Stopper, I love you, bro. It's so good to see you here. So you guys, I don't know if you know this, Mob Stopper is a day one in this community, bro. Mob Stopper has been down with the Wood Chipper tribe since before we named it the Wood Chipper tribe. He's been riding out with us for the longest. Make sure to get your quality Leering sweatshirts and support our boy Nick Shirley. Sending love to you and your family and our community. I love you, bro, always. And yeah, Nick could definitely use the support. He's got big bills now. Big boy fucking bills having to pay for security because he's not safe. Orion's Child, thank you so much. And what a beautiful German Shepherd, bro. Nate the Great. Hey, JD, happy Friday and God bless. Just curious, how many monsters do you drink a day? No hate, just wondering. My fave's the Orange Ultra. Well, here's the thing is, I'm down to like 2 a day, bro. I'm down to 2 a day because I'm worried about my ticker. So I went from drinking about 5 or 6 a day down to 2 a day. And eventually I need to just get rid of the energy drinks, bro. I know they're not good for me. I've already done enough damage to my heart because I was a meth user for years. And I want to be here as long as I can with my family, bro. So I'm doing everything I can to slowly weed shit out. I had to lose 70 pounds to be healthier. I had to change my diet dramatically. I've cut so much stuff out of my life because I want to be healthier and I don't want to die young. I want to see my kids get married, bro. I want to see my kids have kids, and I want to hopefully, who knows, maybe see them graduate high school. Who knows what's in the cards, but I don't want to take anything off the end of my life that I don't have to. Hold on. Darth said, in a battle of wits, she would be unarmed. Dominar, my dude, day one right here. Everyone will skew any view and information to fit their agenda, but the truth is the truth. And that's big facts right there. And that's what I want. I want the truth. I don't want the narratives. I don't want the agenda. I just want the truth. Gorb, go figure Kimmel would continue his BS. Such a waste of public broadcasting. He was never funny. He rode on Adam Carolla's success, and that mayor is no better. The elected idiots of that entire state are no better. And I've never thought Jimmy Kimmel was funny. He used to do blackface and sexually harass women and do rapey shit to women. Carolla, genuinely funny dude. And I'll tell you this, Adam Carolla actually was watching clips of mine on one of his live streams, I guess, the other day. I had multiple people tell me about it. I haven't been able to find him. I would love to be able to see him, but I haven't been able to find him, man. But he gave me a big shout out, which is fucking great, man. Shinobi Raptor, I don't know, JD, you're pretty hard to disagree with. Well, I'm wrong sometimes. And right now I'm having disagreements with some of my friends, but it's respectful disagreements. You know, they have a different path in life than I've had. We've all had different paths. You know, it is what it is. It's always respect, though. Because we're all mature enough people to go, yeah, I disagree with you. I think you're high as fuck, but I still love you at the end of the day, you know? That's what it is. Gooch Parmesan. Oh, shit, dog, that name. No Somali or female drivers equals avoided. Yeah, there you go right there, bro. Electric Ninja. You live, you leer. Oh, fuck. I mean, as long as you're not fucking trying to run down ICE agents and, you know, try to kill cops, you'll probably live long enough to leer, hopefully. Live Amplified Show. That mayor is just tough talking for re-election. Yeah, and it's funny to me that, like, they have some of the zestiest leaders over there in Minnesota. Let's be real, dog. Let's be real. These dudes, the dudes that they have as male role models in leadership in Minnesota are softer than baby shit. They're softer than if a baby took a shit, another baby ate that shit, and then shit. That's how soft these dudes are. And they're looking at these dudes like they're something. That's crazy to me. Imagine thinking Tim Walz is masculine. Imagine thinking Mayor Frey is something that a man should be. Holy fuck, bro. On what planet? Ghost of Aces. Someone in the chat said, Grady Judd for governor of Minnesota. You can't have him. Us in Florida will go to war to keep Grady Judd. And that right there is facts, bro. I talked to Grady Judd and I asked him, man, have you thought about running for a higher office? And he was like, I like right where I'm at. I think the job I'm doing needs to be done right here. He's loyal to his Polk County people, man. Gorb said lesbians have amongst the highest divorce rates. So that is a factor here, maybe. Something to think about or no. Care value is warranted. So also they have the highest domestic violence rates. It turns out women in women relationships have the highest divorce and the highest domestic violence rates, which is crazy when you think about it. Metalhead Sailor, what's up, man? JD, love your content. Make America metal again, bro. Off topic, but what do you think about this shit venturing in music? Seems like you can't go to a metal or punk show without one band spewing anti-ice bullshit these days. I'm going to tell you, brother, I really don't go to shows much anymore. I love going to shows and everything, but it's just become too much of a liability. I don't want to go without my wife. And if somebody attacks me, I can handle my business and I can stop. If somebody attacks my wife, bro, which my mom's getting death threats now, rape and murder threats, my wife's getting death threats. It's just ruined it for me, bro. It's ruined it for me. Going to metal shows, they became political in the weirdest way. You know what I'm saying? You ask my opinion. My opinion is that it fucking ruins it, bro. Leave that shit out of it, bro. Just go and let people enjoy your fucking music and don't virtue signal and look down at them and shit. It's crazy. Yeah, what the fuck? Somebody literally sent my mother threats that they were going to rape and murder her. My elderly Christian mother, bro, called her the N-word with the hard R repeatedly in a voice message, saying they're going to show up to our house, rape and murder her, and murder our entire N-word family. So that's what I've been dealing with over here. That's what I've been dealing with. It's happened to my wife multiple times in DMs. And now my mom, somebody doxed my mom's fucking phone number apparently. And my elderly Christian mother is getting these threats, man. It's crazy. Dude's Drones. What's up, man? That's Dude's Detail. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. JD Delay, Wood Chipper 2028. Bro, I love you so much. The Dude's Drones is going to be... It's going to take me a second to get used to, but I'm so fucking stoked, bro. I'm so stoked you got a new gig. And drones are hella cool, bro. I got a drone dude out here who does drone footage for me and reconnaissance. Like, if I'm going to go out into a riot or a protest, he'll go out and run reconnaissance for me and let me know what we're walking into. Drones are so fucking cool, bro. Ghost of Aces. The words of the Fox Lady... they don't kill us because we're Nazis. They call us Nazis so they can kill us. Yeah, that's exactly it. And you see them do it over and over and over again. It's them setting the stage to feel justified in taking someone's life because they're doing fascist shit and they know deep down inside they're the ones being the fascists. But they call you a fascist to justify their fascist behavior. Emotional support, Chad! The dude chasing him has a loud mouth, and I think he has a few too many teeth. Feed him to him, bro. Feed him to him. John said, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Patriots came out in 2001. It wasn't a game, it was a warning, and we're nowhere near the crescendo. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Gorb said, go figure Minneapolis Dispatch would ask 900 questions instead of doing their jobs, and this is why these protesters are unchallenged there. We need a red wave there. So look, remember when, so this whole thing happened, I gotta stand up for a second. This whole thing happened just a few blocks away from George Floyd Square. They named a fucking square after that dude who, if you looked into George Floyd and you know his criminal background, he was not a good dude, bro. The martyr of the left for BLM, dude, him and his buddies broke into a pregnant woman's house. He held a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach while his homies robbed this fucking chick, bro. Who holds a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach to terrorize her so she won't scream? And this happened just a few blocks away from there. And they terrorized that city. These poor fucking people that live in that city. The same thing they did all the way in Portland, Oregon, over what happened in Minneapolis to this dude who objectively got what he deserved, bro. Objectively, George Floyd was there committing a crime. He was high on fentanyl. Objectively, he was a terrible fucking person. You know what I'm saying? Just objectively, bro. Like, think about it. The Lone Wolf. Hey there, JD. I see you're showing the liberal numbnuts, crazy Karens, paid protesters. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We got to see what they're doing out there because this is coming to a major boiling point in our country. Unfortunately, this is coming to a major boiling point. And things are getting worse and worse. And people need to see what's going on out there because people need to be careful. People need to be careful. Michael said, yeah, but no one should die like that. It could have been you. No, it wouldn't have been me. It wouldn't have been me. I have zero resisting in my history. And I also don't do fentanyl. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been me. Guy Ashby. I would have told the cops, I got this. See you soon. Click. Much love, JD. Keep up the Lord's work. That's the thing is I believe that his security is armed. But here's the thing with these weird-ass blue cities, bro, and blue states. If you defend yourself, you're going to go through a legal process. It's going to cost you a lot of money. If you're not a lefty out committing crimes randomly or for virtue signaling, you're going to get fucked up. If you defend yourself, they might not even let you out of jail. Mrs. Blaze, great to see you. What is going on, sis? Love you. It's been a minute. The Wolf one, the Wolf of One. The Wolf of One. Out of my county, friends is siding with the victim in the recent ICE shooting. I told him to look you up along with Nux and Nick. Nux did a great video, bro. Nux did a great video. I love Nux, bro. For a VTuber, he's insanely based. Coltsum, 1. We should spam the number and remind them we have their back, but if they push us off, they will lose us. So after this happened, they released a statement saying that they stand with ICE. I actually saw that today, and I don't know what to think about it. Rose with Thorns. They think they're above law enforcement. They don't take law enforcement seriously until something bad happens. Emma Daisy, thank you again so much. That is such a beautiful puppy. Clown World, we're living in different times, my brother. Much love, JD. Thank you so much. Deb, what is up? JD, Trump just gave the order. Love you guys. What order? What order? Can somebody tell me what order he just gave? I would love to see what order he just gave. Timothy Kitchens, thank you, brother. Patchy Derm, so glad the dog is okay. I've been worried about the pup. I have been so worried about that dog since I saw that video, man. That's crazy. That's crazy that dog was in the back seat and multiple rounds were fired and the dog is okay. As that Honda Pilot turned into a 3,000-pound missile. Mr. Paramedic, my most recent shorts, you won't regret it. inspired by yours. I will check those out, brother. Big love and respect. Matt Morse? Does Matt Morse have the scoop? Maybe I should check out, maybe here in a minute we'll check out what Matt Morse has. I'm sure that he's up on it. Matt's always up on the newest stuff. I love Matt Morse. Morty said your content should be on Pepperbox. Love you and the unsub crew. Appreciate it, brother. Big love to you. Alex, always good to see you, homie. Always good to see you. Leffler Wendy. I wish people would come to their senses. Get out of the car next time. And yes, I do think they're getting paid. We wonder where it's all coming from. I think it's coming from Soros. I think it's coming from George Soros. I 100% do. And like, look, you guys, let's run this down. That woman is dead right now. And it's sad and it was unnecessary. What would have happened if she got out of the car? She might have gotten detained. Doubt she would even be arrested. They probably would have detained her. Now, she was committing a federal felony. It is a federal felony to impede against a federal investigation. What she was doing was against the law, but they probably wouldn't have even arrested her. They probably would have talked to her. They probably would have told her, look, you're going to go to jail if you don't knock this shit off. But instead of that, she ended up dead, bro. And it didn't need to happen. It's absolutely crazy. Guy Ashby, forgot to mention, their poetry and singing sucks. Dog, their chants suck. We were watching the Portland shit last night. Obstruction. Thank you, Orion's Child. My brain farted on the word. Obstruction. Obstructing a federal investigation or operation. We were watching the Portland thing last night, and their chants were so god-awful. It was such a hard watch. Ended up giving me a migraine. Leffler Wendy, so good to see you here, sis. Thank you so much for all your support today. Big love to you. Hey, JD, I live here in Minnesota. My son joined the Marines Monday, and I met those ICE agents at Fort Snelling, and they're just doing their jobs. 100% just doing their jobs. So look, if you don't like what they're doing, that's a policy issue. That is a policy issue. It is not the officer's fault. They're doing the job they're paid to do. And a lot of them are veterans. A lot of them are private citizens just like you and me, that they opened up this job and they're like $50,000 sign-on bonus. Would $50,000 change your lives, guys? Let me know in the chat. Would $50,000 do a lot for you and your family in this economy right now? Because I'll tell you right now, $50,000 would help me a lot. That would help me a lot. So they give a $50,000 sign-on bonus. And so a lot of these people are just people who are like, yo, I mean, it's an opportunity. I can help my family. We don't know where our next meal is coming from. We don't know exactly how we're going to keep the fucking lights on. To some people, it's a no-brainer. And they're doing what they need to do to feed their family. If you don't like what they're doing, that's a thing we fucking voted on. Your side fucking lost, homie. If you want to take it up with someone, call your congressman. Call your senator. Do whatever you need to do. Don't go out in the streets and fucking go buck wild and put your fucking life at risk. That's crazy. Timothy Kitchen. Turns out she was a supporter of pedophiles. No loss. I didn't find that yet. That's crazy. Metalhead Gigi. Renee thinking her white card would keep her safe. Turns out that it doesn't matter what color you are. When you drive a car into a federal officer, it is what it is. Emma Daisy said, nah, I've got everything I need. I'm glad to hear that, sis. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me happy to know. Just smoking. Getting paid or cheating the system. There you go right there. Coltsum 1. JD, much love, man. I was a Leo in 2020. The summer of love hit with a brick during the riots. If they don't get this under control, there will be a mass exodus of Leos and they won't go through this again. Here's the thing. If we had nipped this in the bud and handled business the way it needed to be handled in 2020, this wouldn't be going on now. They need to handle this expeditiously. They need to do whatever measures they need to do to keep order in the streets. Otherwise, it's just going to keep snowballing and getting worse and worse. What happens when you let people know that they can get away with shit is the next time they do it harder. They do it even harder, man. And that's crazy. They go even... imagine this shit just continuing to escalate. And I completely understand why you left law enforcement after that. PG-13 Billhound. It's all a distraction from the corruption by Tim. Now that's an interesting take. I'm gonna be real honest with you because there's a huge chance that a lot of this is being bolstered to get away from the fraud discussion. But I don't think that's gonna happen because Anna Paulina Luna, the representative from Florida, my personal favorite, she just put in, she's doing a full investigation, man. She's doing a full investigation into this, and she just put in to bring up criminal charges against Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, and Mayor Frey. So we'll see how that all pans out. The Lone Wolf, not only Soros, part of the fraud money, are also used in other charity stuff like New York. Look, the commies have paid actors. I don't doubt that at all, brother. I don't doubt that at all. Kevin said, remember Irina Zakruska? Absolutely. Absolutely. Patty Lynn, I feel for Nick, no help from police and getting threats. What is going on in the USA? Why do they not want ICE in the neighborhood? What does that do to them? Well, they're all basically violently indoctrinated that it's a Gestapo and that this is like a Nazi thing that's happening in America and that they're somehow the good guys if they go out there and get violent with their neighbors in the streets over it. Rick Robbins, here comes the summer of love. JFC. Yeah, I don't see it happening. I would hope that we would fucking clamp down this time. It needs to happen. Leffler Wendy, so good to see you. Thank you again. Thank you again. They're outside the governor's house too, and yes, they all take turns on the mic and act like they're famous. It's gross. That's so nuts, dude. They're legends in their own minds out there. The Lone Wolf sent ICE with the job application form. You will see how fast they will leave the streets. Paladin Dig. Well, with those barricades, they are recycling. Hey, at least they're being consistent with it. Six's mom. Everyone's out here fighting for illegals. Where are the illegals fighting for themselves? Wanted to send you a friendly face to get through this shit. Aloha from Kauai. Take care of your family. Love you, sis. It's so good to see you here. Huge respect to you. And look at Six. Oh, what a beautiful face. Thank you. I needed that. Ghost of Aces. I don't know your beliefs, JD, but as a Christian, it makes me a little sad realizing almost all of those people will be going downstairs, like Car Lady. I don't disagree with you, bro. I feel that too. Bill Hound. Sanctuary cities are the problem. Well, I live in a sanctuary state, brother. I live in the oldest sanctuary state. Oregon has been playing this game since before it was even a game, man. And it's crazy. New Canaan Guardian. Do people who kill ICE officers get respect in jail? I don't know, bro. Nobody was talking about ICE officers when I was in jail or when I was in prison. So I don't know how that goes. Matty Ice, Happy New Year, JD. You and Jax, doubt you remember, but months back, I talked about the VOP. We fought for 5 months and the state finally dropped it in December. That's amazing. Of course I remember you, bro. We were talking to you about that violation. I'm so glad you're still here with us. Congratulations. The Lone Wolf said fascists call non-fascist fascist, or commies call other fascists because they can. Freedom of speech only if you're a Democrat. And that's the thing. When you're trying to silence your political opposition with threats of violence, over the top shit like that, you've lost the plot and you are the fascist, dog. That is what it is. Yo, NorCal, what's up, man? Hell yeah. Santa Rosa up in here. Crazy shit. Evil walks amongst us. Be safe and God bless you, brother. God bless you too, man. Big love to you back in my hometown. I hope y'all are doing good out there. Big love and respect, man. Big love. So, we're going to take a break from supers. I want to show you this, because this is absolutely nuts. Elon Musk reposted this. Just in, thousands of leftists chant, Kristi Noem will hang in the middle of New York City. Save a life, kill ICE.
Crap their pants. Tired of being told to be peaceful to your oppressor. You should be. Save all life, kill and ice. 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 Hey, I dedicate that one to my neighborhood.
Necessary! By any means necessary, bitch!
I dedicate that one. I dedicate that one. I dedicate that one. Listen, you don't gotta chant it if you ain't ready. But some of us are pissed off, aren't we?
And
we got someone from the hands off side over here. I dedicate that one to Renee Good. When I say Renee Nicole Good, you say presente. Renee Nicole Good. Presente. Renee Nicole Good. Presente. We are going to say that. If I may, let us not say her name. Because say her name is for members of marginalized communities whose deaths are forgotten.
Thank you.
God, bro, they can't even virtue signal without virtue signaling. Somebody said two wrongs don't make a right, and they started cussing them out. Now they're saying her name, and they're saying, but don't say her name, because that's reserved for marginalized communities, and we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And this dude has to read this shit off a piece of paper. These people are fucking violently dumb, bro.
Nobody forgetting when they're good. She has achieved the highest honor a white person can achieve.
The highest honor a white person can achieve is getting slimed for trying to kill a federal agent. The fuck?
Race traitor.
The highest honor a white person can achieve is being a race traitor. These people are fucking racist, dog. These people are fucking racist. Do you guys see this? The highest achievement a white person can achieve is being a race traitor. They're the only ones making this about race. It's fucking insane. Oh, crippled Snorlax. But wait, I thought lesbians were a marginalized community. God, bro. The level of stupidity and the energy that it must take in these people's heads to like work all this out to where it makes any sense. You're exactly right. They're ignoring the fact that she's a lesbian. How dare they? That's an affront to lesbians. She's a marginalized community, you guys.
She was not just an ally. She is now bestowed the honor of accomplice.
Of accomplice. So they're straight up admitting they're doing crimes. Straight up admitting.
Renee Good! Renee Good!
A quick note about Minneapolis. Hey, how many of you know that Hilton hotels have contracts with ICE?
Hiltons have had contracts with the feds, the federal government, for their law enforcement, for their secretaries, for the feds just contract with Hilton. My wife's mom was a lawyer that worked for the federal government, and she got, when she went places, they put her up in the Hilton because they're contracted with them. It's not just ICE. And this has been a thing for decades. It's probably billions of dollars for the Hilton, to be honest with you.
Did y'all know that a Hilton hotel in Minneapolis kicked out ICE from its hotel? As a result, the Hilton chain kicked that hotel out of the chain.
Yeah!
Corporations must be held accountable for their collaboration. Corporations must be held accountable for their collaboration. Remember that. One more note about ICE. How many of y'all know ICE and the Israeli army trained together?
Fuck Israel!
I'm going to bring back the hardest chant from 2025, and I want to see mosh pit energy from this crowd. Jump up and down. Back to the idea!
Look at how many people are out there, you guys. Look at how many people are out there. What do you guys think is the solution here? What do you guys think is the solution to this? Let me know in the comments. Rhinosaurus, bro, thank you so much for that huge support. Weird, JD, ever read about Albert Pike's 3 World Wars? Kind of infamous. He said that the communists would unite with the Muslims. Oy vey. And here we are. Here's what they're doing. I'm going to bring you up on screen when we get back there, brother. I have a question. A lot of you guys are asking what is going on with Trump's announcement. So I think that we should go and check that out because people are saying that he's talking about going in. I don't know exactly what going in means, but I think that we should find out. I think that we should absolutely find out. So give me half a second. Let me get this up on screen and we will hear what is they talking about. What exactly is they talking about? Add to stage. There we go. And here we are.
Well, it's a great honor to be with among the biggest companies in the world, by far, I would say. And we're doing tremendous things. Our country is doing very well. You saw the numbers that got released today, yesterday. Deficits cut way, way, way back at levels that nobody's ever seen before, setting records. And the numbers coming into our country are unprecedented.
That's a cap. The deficit being lower. I remember when Bill Clinton was president, we didn't have a deficit. We had a surplus. And I got a check from the federal government because they said, we got too much money. We're sending everybody who paid taxes this year a check. So that's a cap because we're still trillions in debt.
And we're doing really well. We had a situation 3 days ago with Venezuela, and we're getting along extremely well with the people of Venezuela, both the people and the people that are running Venezuela. I just want to thank our military. What they've done is incredible. That was considered unprecedented to go into a military fort with thousands of soldiers and others, and to come in with 152 planes going every which way, and very rapid speeds and helicopters, and to come out with no deaths and the loss of no equipment. It was pretty amazing. Nobody.
So people are saying he said trade deficit. I didn't hear that. You guys are probably right. You guys are probably right. I want to say what he's saying right now. Like this thing in Venezuela, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, is completely beside the point. It was fucking incredible, dog. What we did in Venezuela, what our military did going in there, the way that we did, was absolutely insane. That was absolutely nuts, bro. Big shout out to the U.S. military.
Have you seen anything like it? I was called by the leaders of numerous countries. I won't go into which ones, but the biggest and the strongest, and they said that was very impressive. They're all impressed. But today I'm delighted to welcome almost 24 of the biggest and most respected oil and gas executives in the world to the White House. It's an honor to be with them. We have many others that were not able to get in. I said if we had a ballroom, we'd have over 1,000 people. Everybody wanted. I never knew your industry was that big. I never knew you had that many people in your industry. But here we are. And in fact, if you look, come to think of it, well, I got to look at this myself. Wow. What a view. This is the door to the ballroom. What a unusual time to look, but I figure we might as well do it. If the fake news would like to go back and take a look, you can, but you'll see a very big foundation that's moving. We're ahead of schedule in the ballroom and under budget. It's going to be, I don't think there'll be anything like it in the world, actually. I think it'll be the best. We went from, this is, as you know, our biggest room, which would seat 100 for dinner, maybe, if you're lucky, if you're nice and tight. And the ballroom will seat many. And it'll also take care of the inauguration with bulletproof glass, drone-proof ceilings, and everything else, unfortunately, that today you need. So we're going to discuss how these great American companies can help rapidly rebuild Venezuela's dilapidated oil industry and bring millions of barrels of oil production to benefit the United States, the people of Venezuela, and the entire world. And yesterday, the number is 30 million barrels. I can't even, is that a correct number? 30 million barrels. You hear that, Peter? Of oil was given to us by Venezuela. That's a lot of oil. It's about $4 billion worth, and it's on its way to the United States right now. And we want to thank Venezuela for that. And we're working very well with them, obviously, or they wouldn't have been so generous. But they respect us again. They didn't respect us at all before. So that's money that goes to the United States. Some will go to Venezuela, and some will go to the oil companies, but not that, because that's already been extracted. So when you're not getting any of that, but when you start extracting, you'll get. But it's tremendous reserves, among the biggest in the world. Some people say it is the biggest in the world. And we're going to be working with Venezuela. We're going to be making the decision as to which oil companies are going to go in, that we're going to allow to go in. We're going to cut a deal with the companies. We'll probably do that today or very shortly thereafter with Chris and Doug. And we're dealing with the country, so we're empowered to make that deal. And you'll have total safety, total security. One of the reasons you couldn't go in is you had no guarantees, you had no security, but now you have total security. It's a whole different Venezuela, and Venezuela is going to be very successful. And the people of the United States are going to be big beneficiaries because we're going to be extracting, numbers of, in terms of oil, like, few people have ever seen, actually. So you're dealing with us directly. You're not dealing with Venezuela at all. We don't want you to deal with Venezuela. Let me thank Vice President J.D. Vance, who's doing a fantastic job. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, likewise, a fantastic job. I have good people. I like them better than my first group. But we had a great, despite that, we had a great first term. We had some great people there, too, by the way. But we had a great first term. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country in the first term, but this is blowing it away. And you haven't seen anything yet. Everyone's been shocked by the numbers. 5% 0.4% GDP. And that's despite the fact that we were badly hurt by the Democrat shutdown, of which they'd like to see if they could shut it down again. Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, who's fantastic. Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright, recommended by Doug as being the greatest oil man anywhere in the world, because I wanted Doug for that job, energy, and Doug said, no, sir, there's a man named Chris Wright. I said, who the hell is Chris Wright? He said he's the most talented oil man anywhere in the world. I doubt you can get him, because typically oil men make a lot of money, and women. They make a lot of money, but Chris came. You took one of the greatest salary cuts probably in history, Chris, right? But he's a fantastic person, loves our country, and many other important members of this team. And I want to thank them for their efforts. As you know, last week, the United States Armed Forces performed one of the most spectacular military operations in American history, apprehending the outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro for his crimes against the United States, crimes for which he has now been indicted and is in federal court awaiting trial. And he killed many people, millions of people, actually, and allowed jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums, drug dealers, drug addicts to pour into our country totally unchecked because of Sleepy Joe Biden's policy of open borders, the stupidest thing I've ever seen. We're getting them all out. The departure of Maduro makes it possible an incredible future for both nations, Venezuela and the United States, in which we will more closely integrate the economies of two major energy powers in the Western Hemisphere. Energy coming out of Venezuela was very small. One of the things the United States gets out of this will be even lower energy prices. We have people now getting gasoline for $1.99, $1.96, $1.95, $1.92 yesterday, somebody. And it used to be $3.50, $4, $5 a gallon. Think of that, $1.99. Decades ago, the United States.
You guys, I want to hear what he has to say about the civil unrest. So I'm going to skip some of this and see if we can get past this, because he's a long-winded president. He definitely talks.
This very quickly, we can have this done almost immediately. So I'd like to thank you all for being here. I'd like to invite Vice President Vance to say a few words, followed by Secretaries Rubio, Burgum, and Wright. And then we'll have a few words from representatives that are here and to discuss their ideas, a couple of them. We have Chevron, which has been, where's Chevron? Where are you?
Yeah, far right.
No, I thought you'd have a better location.
I feel like this is just all about oil. I feel like this is just all about oil. And people said that he was talking about shit that was relevant to what we were doing.
Told that story.
The coach.
And he's kind of exaggerated a little bit. It doesn't come out quite that easily usually. But anyway, great story. I love it. But I love Barry.
Barry's the one that told me this.
Yeah, he's a champion, and in a lot of ways. So love that story. Certainly, it excites me as an explorationist. Everybody.
I feel like this is just all about the oil, bro. I feel like this is all about the oil. Hold on one second. See if we can find what J.D. Vance said yesterday. I believe this is it. This was there was some fire here.
100% increase in assaults, a 32% that has spread across our country, where our brave men and women of federal law enforcement are under organized attack. Right now, immigration and customs enforcement officers are facing a 1,200% increase in assaults, a 3,200% increase in vehicle rammings, and an 8,000% increase in death threats. ICE agents are faithfully enforcing federal law to protect the safety of the American people by removing criminal illegal aliens from our country, which is exactly what nearly 80 million Americans elected President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance to do. Radicals in the Democrat Party are furious over this. They don't want our border secured or criminal illegal aliens being removed. As a result, Democrats are impeding immigration enforcement operations daily, creating extremely heightened and dangerous circumstances that make it nearly impossible for the men and women of law enforcement to simply do their jobs. Democrats are calling to defund federal law enforcement agencies who are protecting public safety. And Democrats are calling to abolish ICE and defund the police. That will never be allowed to happen under this president and vice president. The Trump administration will redouble our efforts to get the worst of the worst, criminal illegal alien killers, rapists, and pedophiles off of American streets. The Department of Homeland Security will continue to operate on the ground in Minnesota, not only to remove criminal illegal aliens, but also to continue conducting door-to-door investigations of the rampant fraud that has taken place in the state under the failed and corrupt leadership of Democrat Governor Tim Walz.
See, and I don't want to just hear them talking about it. I want to see them actually do this shit. I want to see them actually do this shit. I want to see people dragged and tried and convicted and hung for treason.
Taxpayers have been ripped off to the tune of billions of dollars in this one state alone, and that is going to end, and people are going to be held accountable. The Trump administration has activated thousands of federal agents, doubled the number of U.S. attorneys in the DOJ office in Minneapolis, and surged resources to hold fraudsters accountable and demand justice for law-abiding American taxpayers and citizens across our country. And that's what brings the Vice President out here with me today to discuss all the Trump administration is doing and to make an additional important announcement on this front. So please, Mr. Vice President, will be joining us now.
Y'all seen her in the bikini pics in Florida? Did y'all see that? And people were like, oh, that's inappropriate. And she's wearing like way more than every other girl on the beach in Florida. I would much rather see somebody call me crazy that looks like that than what we've been getting up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people mad that when she's on vacation, she's out on a beach in Florida. It's what everybody does in Florida, bro. I lived there for 10 years.
Thank you.
Great. Well, good afternoon, everybody. And I want to echo some of what Carolyn said about what we're doing to combat the rampant fraud that exists in our immigration system, thanks to failed politicians and thanks to people who allowed the American taxpayer to be taken advantage of for far too long. I think it's important to understand why this matters to the American people. I am a father of 3 young kids, a lot of people in my generation. What is that going on there?
What is that clicking, normal? Bro? What the shit is that?
CNN installed this broken camera just to throw me off my game, but it's not going to work. So here's the simple fact here. If you're a young parent struggling to afford childcare in the United States of America, there are programs that we have to make it easier for your kids to get in daycare, for your kids to get in preschool. Those programs should go to American citizens, not be defrauded by Somali immigrants and others. Make it hard for you to get the access to the resources you need. But number 2, making it easier for people who shouldn't even be in this country to fleece the United States and our taxpayers to begin with. We have actually activated a major interagency task force to make it possible to get to the heart of this fraud. We have Department of Agriculture resources that are focused on SNAP fraud.
I don't want my tax money going to Somali criminals. I don't want my tax dollars going to criminals at all. But I definitely don't want my tax dollars going to Somali criminals that are Muslims, that hate this country, that hate the people that live here, and that want to take over this motherfucker and turn it into a third world cesspool sewer like fucking Somalia.
So that people who need food benefits can get them, but illegal aliens and other fraudsters don't. We have over 1,500 subpoenas that the Department of Justice has issued to get to the heart of the fraud ring. We've done almost 100 indictments, mostly Somali immigrants, but also a few others. And of course, we're looking in with broad investigatory authority to a number of the instances of wrongdoing that we've seen in Minneapolis. But we also want to expand this. We know that the fraud isn't just happening in Minneapolis. Minneapolis, it's also happening in states like Ohio. It's happening in states like California. And so what we're doing in order to help coordinate this remarkable interagency effort from the Trump administration, but also to make sure that we prosecute the bad guys and do it as swiftly and efficiently as possible, is we are creating a new Assistant Attorney General position who will have nationwide jurisdiction over the issue of fraud. Now, of course, that person's efforts will start and focus primarily in Minnesota, but it is going to be a nationwide effort because, unfortunately, the American people have been defrauded in a very nationwide way.
I feel like once they actually look into California and Oregon and the state of Washington, Minnesota's going to look like small chips, homie. I think that when you look into Oregon and the money that they've sunk into homelessness and addiction services that nobody ever got no services for, it's going to blow that shit out of the water. I think that when you look into California, the fraud is going to be so insanely rampant. They have been fucking away our tax dollars by the billions across the country, homie. Across the entire country.
I want to thank a couple of people for their cooperation, in particular Pam Bondi, our Attorney General. First of all, for getting a lot of resources to Minneapolis to start to investigate and prosecute this fraud, really at an industrial scale. We've never seen fraud like this in the history of our country. Pam has been doing a great job to get the resources there to uncover it, but importantly, creating a job like this often takes months, sometimes even longer. When we realized that we needed this Associate Attorney General position, Pam got this person up and running in about a week. We're going to make the nomination hopefully in the next few days. We'll obviously let you guys know who that is when we do it. I've talked to Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who has promised me swift confirmation for this official, but this is the person who is going to make sure that we stop defrauding the American people. And here's one final thing I'll say about this. I've heard a lot of people say that we need a special counsel to investigate fraud in the United States of America. I actually agree, and that's what this position does. It has all the benefits, all the resources, all the authority of a special counsel, but with two crucial differences. Number one, it will be run out of the White House under the supervision of me and the President of the United States. And number two, it's actually constitutionally legitimate. As you guys may know, the special counsel statute has some major constitutional questions. When we get the bad guys, we want to make sure we get them permanently and they don't have some legal technicality they can get out of, which is why we set it up as an Associate Attorney General.
Some fuck-ass liberal judge in some state like Oregon or New York trying to fucking undo the work that they did catching people who defrauded the American people for millions or billions of dollars. So that's good.
I'll take some questions, but I want to make just one final observation here. When I was actually walking out here, somebody sent me a photo of a CNN headline about what happened in Minneapolis. And this is the headline. I'm just going to read it. Outrage after ICE officer kills U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Well, that's one way to put it, and that is the way that many people in the corporate media have put this attack over the last 24 hours. And I say attack very, very intentionally, because this was an attack on federal law enforcement. This was an attack on law and order. This was an attack on the American people. The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. What that headline leaves out is the fact that that very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that that woman is part of a broader left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and to make it impossible for our ICE officers to do their job. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws. The President stands with ICE. I stand with ICE. We stand with all of our law enforcement officers. And part of that is recognizing that you people in the media, not everybody in this room, but many people in this room have been lying about this attack.
I love that he's pointing this out to a room full of the press. We cannot fucking hate the media enough in this country.
She was trying to ram this guy with her car. He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before, and everybody who's been repeating the lie that this is some innocent woman who was out for a drive in Minneapolis when a law enforcement officer shot at her, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Every single one of you. Questions?
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I wanted to read a quote from Tim Walz earlier today. He said, "When things looked bleak, it was Minnesota's first that held the line for the nation on July 3rd, 1863, and I think we may be in that moment now." Can you comment on his rhetoric and Mayor Jacob Frey and whether they want to see unrest in Minneapolis?
Well, that's very tough rhetoric from a guy who just quit because his fraudulent activities have been uncovered. Look, Tim Walz is a joke.
Oh! Damn, bro! That was fucking hard. That was fucking hard. Point on that one, bro. Point on that one, for real, though.
And Mayor Jacob Frey and whether they want to see unrest in Minneapolis.
Well, that's very tough rhetoric from a guy who just quit because his fraudulent activities have been uncovered. Look, Tim Walz is a joke. His entire administration has been a joke. The idea that he's some sort of freedom fighter, he's not. He's a guy who has enabled fraud and maybe, in fact, has participated in fraud. That's what this new Assistant Attorney General position is going to find out. I don't care what Tim Walz says. I care about getting to the bottom of this fraud for the American people, and I care about enforcing the nation's immigration laws. That's what we're going to stay focused on.
A related question here. I mean, Democrats have accused ICE of murder. They've said they're targeting Americans. They've told ICE to get the F out of Minnesota. This is going to stoke the fire against ICE agents. And we're talking about ICE agents right now and being concerned about them. What, if anything, is the administration going to do to make sure these folks are protected during these protests? But also, should DHS sort of revisit their procedures here? I mean, nobody wants to see an American killed. Are there changes that need to be made to make sure something like this doesn't happen again?
Look, first of all, of course, nobody wants an American citizen to be killed. This is absolutely a tragedy, but it's a tragedy of the making of the far left. They have radicalized a very small segment of the population, taught them that ICE agents are engaging in wide-scale violation of people's rights. What our ICE officers are doing is deporting the millions of criminal aliens that were let in during the Biden administration. So number one, we have to say, as a matter of leadership, and I would appreciate if the Democrats would join me on this, let's be honest about the fact that we have way too many illegal aliens in this country. Our ICE officers should be supported in doing their job. You're trying to actually marshal the far left lunatic fringe to engage in doxing, to try to make it impossible for them to enforce the law, and in some cases actually to engage in acts of domestic terrorism against our law enforcement officers. When you talk about different plans, different protocols, different policies, I forget exactly how you asked the question. Here's the simple fact. What we're going to do is make it easier for the American people's administration to enforce the American people's law. And that means that Democrats have to stop rallying the mob against legitimate law enforcement operations.
Yes.
And that means that we are going to get tougher, and that's what this AAG position is about. We're going to get tougher at the people who are defrauding the United States by inciting violence against our law enforcement officers. That's one of the things that we're going to do. We've already started that work at the Department of Justice, but we're going to keep on doing it, and this new AAG position is going to kick that into high gear.
I'm so glad that he said it and he called it out, because that's exactly what it is. It's the leftist media. It's these leftists on social media. They're all pushing this narrative and working these people up into a frenzy. Then they go out and they get their whole shit fucking shot out the back of their head. And then they blame the law enforcement that's out there actually just doing their job. Organic farming, bro. Organic farming, he just got such a major win, in my opinion, with what he just said. But organic farming just said, why does he look like a Cabbage Patch doll? And now I can't fucking unsee it, bro. Now I can't unsee it. He do be looking like a Cabbage Patch doll, bro. Real shit.
Vice President Vance, you just suggested that this woman who was killed, Renee Good, is part of a broader left-wing network. Who do you think is behind this broader left-wing network?
Well, it's one of the things we're going to have to figure out, but here's the way that I put it. When somebody throws a
Minnesota Ice Watch. Yeah, we figured it out since then. Minnesota Ice Watch.
brick at an ICE agent, or somebody tries to run over an ICE agent, who paid for the brick? And who told protesters to show up and engage in violent activity against our law enforcement officers? You see, just with this most recent terrible incident in Minneapolis, you see friends of this woman's or other people who are eyewitnesses saying basically that she was there to engage in obstruction of a legitimate law enforcement operation. How did she get there? How did she learn about this? There's an entire network, and frankly, some of the media are participating in it, that is trying to incite violence against our law enforcement officers. It's ridiculous, it's preposterous, and part of our investigatory work is getting to the bottom of it. Who's funding it, who's supporting it, who's cheerleading it, and of course, if there's illegal activity related to that, we're gonna get to the bottom of that and prosecute it where we can.
That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do right there. That's exactly it. They need to not just go for the SSRI-induced retards. They need to go for the people that are actually putting in the behind-the-scenes work, the funding, the networking, the organizing. They need to go after them all. Guy Ashby, MK Ultra food. Yes, please. I wouldn't eat anything at one of them fucking riots, bro. Absolutely not. Metalhead Sailor, Whackin' Open Metal Festival puts this shit to shame. Yeah. Gulag Gary. JD, my man, should Google the Frugo survival whistle, waterproof, rust-proof outdoor. It's very sus that it's being sold for $7,490. This is giving Wayfair furniture conspiracy vibes. Yeah, I saw that. And that her wife was wearing one of those $7,500 whistles. That's super fucking weird, bro. That's super weird. MSM Liars. That's our money paying for it too. Even worse, no doubt. Ghost of Aces. Ain't no bitch in my eyes. Dude has never held a girl's hand, let alone literally anything else. You're probably 100% true. Cold Sim 1. I say we remove all federal funding, EBT, welfare, and make them police themselves. Works in the military, works in prison, it always works. Make Americans fight for America again. Protect the people. It's funny, what do you think the end result of cutting off the handouts would be? Are you saying that you think that the end result of cutting off all the welfare would be people would actually get back to work? You think they'd actually go out and fill out job applications? Do you think a lot of these people are mentally, emotionally capable of doing that? I think that we've raised a whole lot of people in this country that are incapable of swimming to avoid fucking drowning. I don't know, man. Ghost of Aces. Not ashamed to say I'm down for the memes about her. Hey, bro, it's just a personal thing for me. I didn't like it when they did it about Charlie Kirk. I don't like it when they do it about anybody that's killed, that's not. If it's a pedo, if it's a rapist, you know what I'm saying? I'm down. But, she doesn't meet my criteria. That's just a personal opinion. Diamond Alex, what is up? Shoot first, ask questions never. Holy shit. That goes hard. Leffler Wendy. Her wife said we'll be back tomorrow. You'll see the same license plate again. I don't think they're going to be back tomorrow. Awful but lawful. Yeah, I think you're 100% on point with that. They're definitely not bringing that car back. NorCal, show your new tattoo. Love to, homie. So, it's basically just a cover-up of the same thing, but, like, made actually, like, to look like art instead of a piece of shit. My tattoo artist here took it from a prison-level tattoo to some actual shit that I can be proud rocking. Super stoked. The color pattern matches some tattoos that Jax just got. Me and Jax have a lot of matching tattoos and a lot of matching stuff like that. She my best friend. Love my wife. Bill Hound. I quit meth almost 3 years ago. Alcohol 21 months. Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. Super proud of you. That's a huge accomplishment. Internet Zen Master. Most right-leaning people I've seen talk about this said something to the effect of, damn you all for making me defend the feds. Unavoidable fuck around, find out situation. Justified shooting, but it sucks. And I feel that way. I feel that way, homie. You know what I'm saying? I feel that way. Ryan said, try switching to V8 fruit blend energy drinks, JD. Half the caffeine and no weird stuff or crash. Peach, mango, ginger, or pear are my favorites. Well, you know, it's funny that you would mention that. Let me do this. My good friend Nick, the fat electrician, is a half owner in this company called Echelon Energy Drinks. This is the unsubscribe killer apple flavor of Echelon. These are amazing and only 100 milligrams of caffeine and only like a few actual ingredients. So way less chemicals in this. And I get to support my friends. I get to support the fat electrician. So I think these are really good. These are a good option. Archangel Arms. I think JD is cooked, lol, but he's my kind of cooked. Hell yeah, brother. We'll be cooked out together. Faded Shadow. JD, in case you missed it, the body cam footage of the officer who pew-pewed Renee was released. So we watched it. It wasn't actually body cam. It was him recording with his phone. But we watched it at the beginning multiple times. And I think it 100% proved my point the entire time. Ashley Martell, going through DTs right now, hanging in bed, hoping it gets better. Listen, it'll get better as long as you don't put anything else in. As long as you just rough it out, it's going to get better. You can do this. I believe in you. If it gets too hard, if you start feeling too sick, call a medical professional and seek medical help, but get through this. I love you and I appreciate you, sis. You can do this. Jane, aka Negan, sending love and hugs to you and your family. Love and hugs right back. What a sick profile picture. Kylo, are you watching the game? I'm not. I'm hanging out with y'all. No game watching here. Josh Duckworth, y'all need Florida, bro. I love Florida. I can't wait to go back to Florida. I miss Florida every day. Michael East said, add to the fun for new wood chipper blades. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I have no idea said, hey, ho, these lefties bees these lefty bitches gotta go. Oh man, a little bit of Ramones. Yeager, thank you so much. Love you, Bubba. Leffler Wendy, I think it's time I got to get out of Minnesota. Sis, please do. Please do. If it wasn't for my elderly parents and knowing that they're not going to be with us forever and knowing that they need our assistance, I would be in Texas or Florida, maybe Tennessee. I would definitely not be here. Definitely not be here in Oregon. I'll tell you that right now. Ghost of Aces. Floyd had enough fent in his system to game over multiple people. There was nothing anyone could have done for him. His dose was so high. Maybe multiple inhalers of Narcan. I've had to use 3 inhalers of Narcan on somebody before. And they made it. But, you're not even supposed to give anybody that much Narcan, bro. It's crazy. Guy Ashby, shout out for Nux. I love Nux, bro. And I'm actually trying to figure out, me and him have been talking about doing a collab, and hopefully we'll get that soon. Lil Timmy said, these people threatening you and your family are cowards. They wouldn't do a thing in real life. Real dudes don't do that coward stuff. They should not have killed that lady. It wasn't right. And the people that are threatening me are 100% cowards, bro. 100% cowards. And if they had any intention of actually doing anything, they would show up. They wouldn't leave a digital trail back to them. They would absolutely just showed up. Kind of fucked up to ask, but has JD overdosed before? I have never overdosed. I've never been a person who likes opioids. I liked the Go Fast, and back before they were putting fentanyl in it, it was incredibly hard to kill yourself with that shit. So no, I've never overdosed. Amazing Disgrace. Every one of the watch vehicles should have had all 4 tires ventilated before noon that day with strips. Yep. Bro, I've had them deploy those strips on me before. Those are gnarly. Jane, a.k.a. Negan. Hey, JD, do you send merchandise to Australia? We do. We absolutely do, sis. King for Life said, I left Cali after 35 years, moved to Texas, have 3+ guns, and 2K of ammo. Yeah. These blue states are out of touch with reality. Love you, bro. Love you too, and I'm glad you got somewhere dope, bro. I love Texas. Beaverhole, what is up? I love your name. They want us giving all of this all of our attention. Also, first time here, saw you on Nate's channel. Beaverhole, it's great to have you here. Welcome to our community. Huge love and respect to you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Genuinely appreciated and welcomed here. The Lone Wolf, they must come here in Europe to leering from our ultras how to chant. Yeah, dog. There's a lot of leering going on these days. Mega Squatch, JD, much respect, brother. Keep up the great coverage. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Panda Crush, allegedly she put out cigarettes on her kid. So it wasn't her that they're alleging put out cigarettes on the kid. It was allegedly Renee's wife allegedly put out cigarettes on Renee's son and was abusing her kids. But I haven't found anything to substantiate that. I've been looking. I'm waiting to see if I find anything. But I haven't been able to find anything so far that can verify that. Guy Ashby, I would join ICE for free at this point, my brother. Amazing Disgrace. De-escalation is off the table once a decision to detain or arrest is made. The exact opposite energy is required. And that's real, bro. You can't draw a boundary and a line and somebody steps over it and then have them not get the business. That's just what it is. Santa Rosa in the house. Sent you $50. God bless. NorCal, I love you and I appreciate you, man. Straight out of the hometown. Big love. Little Timmy said, the people threatening you and your family are cowards that wouldn't do anything in real life. Real dudes don't do that to civilians. They should not have killed that lady. It wasn't right. And that's the thing, man. If you want to come at me, come at me. Don't come at my wife. Don't come at my elderly Christian mother. Don't call my elderly Christian mother an N-word with a hard R and tell her you're going to rape her. She's in her 70s, bro. God-fearing woman in her 70s. And you're saying you're going to rape her and kill her? It's fucked up, man. Thank you for your support, brother. Mr. Paramedic, how not to get shot by the feds in a video. Bro, I did that video. There's a short up about how not to get shot by law enforcement. Absolutely did it. Josh Duckworth, same agent was hit and drugged behind a vehicle previously and had 33 stitches. He was drugged for over 300 feet. He was in the process of arresting an illegal immigrant who had been convicted and pled guilty, mind you. Pled guilty by his own accord of raping a child and was out a few months later. And when he went up to the dude's car, the dude wouldn't roll down the window or open the door. So he punched the window out with a window puncher, reached in, and the dude started driving and dragged him over 300 feet and he had to get 33 stitches. That's the same cop that shot Renee. It's crazy. Panda Crush, how do you make a cook-up? I mean, I have videos on it. I have videos out there on it, but, you know, you take some ramen, slap in your ingredients, room temperature water, let it cook up in that bitch, toss some squeezed cheese on top of it. If you can afford tortillas in prison, toss it on a tortilla, boom, you got a prison burrito. Frice Outdoors, new subscriber, keep up the good work, my man. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the community, your family here, brother. Big love to you. Barry said, just saying thanks for what you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this, man. Big love to you. Ghost of Aces. They don't realize if we're actually fascists, they would all be eating 30-06. That would be something to actually protest about. You know, they say they're living under a fascist regime, but in countries that are under a fascist regime, like, you know, Venezuela, Iran, when they go out and protest, they get murked. And they get murked in mass. Not like you almost killed a fucking federal agent and you found out, but they just go out there and indiscriminately fucking kill him. You have a wildly good point there. The Lone Wolf, where are the police? Where are the feds if it's an investigation to say kill someone that's death threats and that end can't talk English properly? Well, that's happening, bro. That's happening. Trust and believe. The Sports Stooge, say her name. Laken Riley. Say her name. Laken Riley. Kill a Gill. Too many rules to be a lefty. Shakes my head. And if you disagree on anything, you're out. You're a Nazi. You're a fascist. It's crazy. Rhinosaurus, bro. I told you I'd bring you on screen. I thank you so much for that support, big dog. Huge love to you. Ghost of Aces. No, JD, nowadays all that matters is the T of the LGBT. I'm not saying that they are. So, look, I have so many friends that are gay or lesbian, and they're like, we don't want that shit, bro. Don't lump us in. We want our LGB back without the T and the Q. Dudes Drones. Satan preys on your emotions to control your actions. Give your emotions to Jesus. He rips through the darkness. Amen, brother. Amen. Ubuling says, bring out SWAT. Bring out SWAT. Bring out the National Guard. Bring out the fucking Marines, bro. Dominar said, to those people, reality is just a concept. Yep. Red Dragon said, when I worked hotel front desk, all government employees got discounts, military, feds, state, and local governments. Absolutely. Now they'd want to burn those hotels down for that. Ghost of Aces. Reminder, Hamas started a war that they cheer and whine for. The colonizers have 2,000 years more history than Hamas and their ancestors. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of fucking crazy. Fucking weird. Yo, the Lone Wolf, thank you. From Kill ICE to IDF, BLM members changing from immigration to Palestine. No wonder it's in Minnesota with Somali pay for this kind of shit, supported by communists or Islamic communist leaders that they want to come into the U.S. It's crazy how often they switch up. How many flags and rainbows do you have to have in your username if you want to be like a good leftist these days? I really want to know. How many is it? Guy Ashby, I just found out I partied with Renee 15 years ago at ODU in Virginia. Holy shit. That's wild, brother. That's absolutely wild. I'm going to jump down here real quick. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for that support. Mephistopheles 13 said, speaking of Iran, I have a friend who was going to propose to in Turkey, went missing in 2021. She lived in Tehran, but Turkey due to travel restrictions. When Americans cry oppression, I cannot begin to describe the level of anger I feel. I'm sorry that you went through that. Big love and prayers to you. I always find that it's absolutely fucking insane that people live in the same country I do and they feel oppressed. So I feel you 100%, man. Again, you have my love, you have my sympathies, you have my prayers, brother. Kill a Gill said, I'm in California. It's bad here. Side note, they just passed a law where they add some prenatal vitamins in tortillas. What? You're going to fuck up the tortillas? Bro, street tacos were one of my favorite things about California. Rhinosaurus, what's up? I just hope JD isn't another dud like Dan the Man on the Job. Oh, wait, he quit. Super disappointed in Dan Bongino. Super disappointed. And now, instead of coming out and saying he's going to do a podcast where he goes against the corruption that he found in office and all that shit, now he says he's going to go after black pill podcasters. The fuck? He's probably going to start a war with Candace Owens. Probably going to go after people like Heavy Duty Country and Valhalla VFT. Who knows? Maybe he'll come after me. What a disappointment. What a fucking yuck, bro. Absolutely crazy. The Lone Wolf. They're taking your tax money to fund trans agendas in school, fill their own pockets, help illegal migrants, and make caliphate, can't use the words, USA, step by step practicing funding the terror. They're using our own money in their plan to eventually kill us. And you're 1,000% on point with that, bro. Deb Longo, federal immigration officers are being redeployed to Minneapolis. They are being pulled from a big operation in Louisiana and sent to Minneapolis. I apologize, I was not specific on the update for you. Forgive me, love you, JD. Deb, I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you. I feel like that was the update that I actually wanted, and I couldn't find it on my own in a way that wasn't super boring for everybody to watch. So I'm sorry we listened to a bunch of shit about oil when that was actually what we were trying to get to. So thank you for coming back through and giving me the update, sis. Huge love to you. Wrestling Warlord. JD, thanks for all you do, bro, as a vet. Oh, dude, thank you for your service, bro. Thank you for your sacrifice for this country. I truly hope President Trump declares martial law to deal with this once and for all. God bless you, JD. God bless you, and God bless every single veteran. God bless every one of our active duty military. God bless all of our first responders, man. You guys are the real heroes, and you have my utmost love and respect. Mr. Paramedic, speaking of another first responder, I got the Echelon Challenge coin for being the first in the first 2,500. I feel special. Yes, I will always, I'm such a huge fan of these, but they're limited edition. And they just announced they're releasing more of these. They're limited edition, so I don't drink them like crazy. But I have to go and order more cases because they're coming back. Colt Sims said, I think if we take away federal aid, the people that are silent and that are good will stand up, protect their city. Silence isn't golden anymore. I would love to see that actually happen, brother. Panda Crush, how do you make a cook-up? We've already gone over that. I think that may have double posted, brother. Mr. Paramedic, incorrect. You can give up to 20 milligrams of Narcan, intranasal Narcan, which is 5 auto sprays, and you could give even more IV. Okay, thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate that. See, I was wrong, you guys. And I was educated by a paramedic in this community. You see how easy it is when you're wrong to say, fuck, I was wrong. And I'm a Narcan distributor. I should know that. That was 100% on me being ignorant. And somebody came in and respectfully corrected me. And I am so stoked that I learned that today. Thank you so much, Mr. Paramedic. Huge love and respect to you. And thank you to everybody who's taken the time to educate me. Because I will be the first to say, I could be wrong, happens often. I could be misinformed, there could be new information, and I'm always happy when people educate me, man. It's that simple, and I think a lot of people that are content creators or influencers think that they know everything, and it's fucking obnoxious. Like, the diva influencers drive me absolutely nuts, bro. Super easy to be wrong and to admit it. And then you can be better, because you learned something. Curriculus. Thanks for everything, JD. You'll never know what the sobriety of others means to me. It's a real miracle. Thank you all. I love you, homie. We're all in this together. Thank you so much. Angelus. I've lived in Minnesota since 2003, and it drives me crazy being here, but my son is here, and I won't abandon him. Also, 5 years sober. Yo, sis, I completely understand because I'm in a place that I don't want to be, and I'm here because of family. But 5 years sober is incredible. Congratulations. Orion's Child. Love you, bro. You're for real. I love you, and I love your dog, bro. Thank you so much for the support and the positivity. Kevin Pop Rocks, my guy. What is up, homie? Late to the live, stay sober. I haven't been drunk in over a year and been off the hard stuff for 5 years. Dog food, man, that's a hard one to quit too, bro. That's a hard one to quit. Super proud of you. Love you, fam. Woodchipper 2028. Huge love to you. Super proud of you, brother. Keep up the amazing work. Mr. Paramedic, bro, thank you so much. Not only did you come in here and educate me, now you're supporting like this on this level. Huge love to you, bro. The only risk for Narcan is flash pulmonary edema, which may or may not actually be an issue. It was only an issue because of a couple cases, so that's why they say you shouldn't give a whole lot. But as long as you have clear lung sound, it's perfectly okay. Dude, thank you. Thank you for clearing the record on that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Huge love to you, my guy. I'm enthralled right now. Like, dead ass, you made my day. Norse Trojan, I wanted to apologize for asking that OD question. That was too personal, my bad. By your wife, Kofif or something, broski. Take care. Listen, man, Norse Trojan, you didn't offend me at all. You didn't offend me at all. I put myself on the internet. I've been very transparent about my past, about my drug use, about my criminal record. I've been very transparent about all of it. There's a reason I'm transparent about all of it, because if me being transparent about my life experience and about my fuck-ups and about the embarrassing shit that I've done and the dirty shit that I've done helps anybody else not to go down that road, I would be invalid. I would be a fake motherfucker not to use it to help other people. And that's my goal, ultimately, is to be able to connect with everybody, build a community. Hopefully somebody walks away every time we do any piece of content, whether it be a short, a full length, a live, more educated, feeling less alone, feeling supported and loved, bro. Like, that's what this shit is about. So your question was 100% okay, brother. I love you. Rhinosaurus, thank you again. Much love, JD, and everyone in chat. Whether we like it or not, we're in this together. Be kind, but by no means a doormat. Just about a wood chipper and a planer. We know how this goes. Hell yes, brother. Your positivity is amazing. And I appreciate you, Ryan. Just throwing this up again just to say I love you, man. I love you and I'm with you. Kid Draco, being from Central Florida, none of the threats to your family you have received would fly here. And this incident would have been justified by Florida law enforcement. Yeah, you know, I lived in Daytona Beach, bro. I lived in Daytona Beach, in Ormond Beach, Port Orange for a long time. And, you know, there was a lot more going on out there, but I always felt safer. Because I knew if I had to defend myself, I wasn't going to go to prison forever for it, man. I really love that about Florida. Six's mom! What's up, sis? JD, I really fear the cataclysmic moment that will ignite us all. What do you think it would be? Aloha from Kauai. Well, I'm really truly hoping with all my heart that we don't end up with a civil war. I hope that we have a unifying event rather than something that pushes us there. I don't know what it could possibly be that would unify us at this point. I remember 9/12, the day after 9/11. Every American was unified 9/12. And it was a horrible fucking event, 9/11, man. It was a horrible fucking event. And I don't think that even that, if 9/11 happened today, I genuinely believe we would have a bunch of Hassan Piker ass little maggots out here cheering for the terrorists who just killed a shitload of people. I genuinely believe that. So I don't know what it could be that would unify us, but I pray for that thing to happen, and I pray it's not horrific. I pray that it's something positive that unifies us all. Yo, Striker Dog, it's been a minute. What's up? JD Delay, when are me and you going to argue about how many games of pool? Also, when are we going to argue about what to get for a snack? What are we going to argue about? Pretzel bites or beer cheese or burgers or soldiers, or cheeseburgers, soldiers or sliders? I'm going to argue about whether you meant soldiers or sliders, bro. I mean, I'm a professional yappist. I'm going to warn you. I yap for a living, whether it be working with people in recovery or being out here on the interwebs. So, you know, I can argue. Plus, I'm Irish. I got the gift of gab. But it'd be cool just to hang out with you, brother. It's good to see you here again, man. Huge love. The Lone Wolf said, what's Narcan? Some drug like marijuana? No, Narcan actually is a, Narcan will help you if you're overdosing. What it does is it blocks the opioid receptors. So if you're overdosing on an opioid or a synthetic opioid, it can counteract an overdose. It's the opposite of a drug. It will bring somebody back to life and make them immediately sober. So sometimes when you Narcan somebody, they're pissed off. I'm sure that Mr. Paramedic can tell you sometimes people get big pissed off when you Narcan them. Mr. Paramedic, again, bro, again. Dude, thank you so much. Seriously, brother. It means the world that you're here, and it means the world that you would shoot that type of support. You deserve the support. To answer one of the mods' questions, the device that they used was called a nasal atomizer. Okay, and dude, thank you so much. What whip do you have, bro? What the fuck is that? That shit goes crazy hard, bro. Holy shit. I want to ride, bro. You got to give me a ride. Love you, brother. Thank you again. Zachary Gallagher. I know I asked this question before. I'm going to be more specific now. If I eat to the warden in prison, will I be praised? Eat? If you eat to them, you mean beat? Are we talking about gooning? Is this a gooning question? If you beat off to the warden, bro, if you crank your hog to the warden, no, dude, gunners, people that are gunslingers. So you guys, there's a phenomenon that happens in prison, and it happens a lot. It's called gunslinging. It's where people will wait until, it's generally to women, like COs that are women, nurses that are women, counselors that are women. They'll wait till they come on the unit and they'll goon, whether it be from the cell window. Oh, you mean rat? Okay, let me finish this and then I'll answer. So, they'll under the table, they'll be beating their meat. You know what I'm saying? Cranking their hog. People hate that. They think it's sex offender shit in prison. But if you rat to the warden, if you're telling on people in prison, you're fucked, bro. You tell on people in prison, you're 100% fucked. Nobody's going to praise you for that, bro. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Mr. Paramedic. Dude, you're going ham, bro. Thank you so much. That is a Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo race car that I raced at A-Speed Vegas in Las Vegas on my honeymoon. Dude, what a dope honeymoon, bro. What a dope honeymoon. Brother, here's the thing. I still owe my wife a honeymoon. We got married while I was on house arrest, and we planned a honeymoon, and then I ended up having a medical issue in one of my testicles. I had a testicular issue, and one of my balls was all swolled up like a bowling ball, and it fucked up our honeymoon. So we still have not had a honeymoon, and we've been married, almost 5 years. So hearing a cool honeymoon story like that is lit, bro. And if any of you are wondering if having one of your balls swell up like a bowling ball hurts, it hurts. It hurts, bro. It absolutely hurts. Walking all like... Yeah, that shit was nasty, bro. Don't ever let that happen to one of your satchel beans, bro. Keep your doubloons safe, you guys. Mephistopheles. This is to Angelus. Congrats on sobriety and great job being there for your child. The pay goes to JD, but the love goes to both of you. Brother, thank you. And I love you. See, this is what I love about this community, you guys. It's not just about me, bro. I see you guys in the comments. I see you guys showing each other love. I see you guys supporting each other. That's what a community is. And that's what I've always fucking loved about being here with you guys. Is from the beginning, we started out building a community. And it's grown exponentially. If you ever would have told me that there would be 1.6 million people who heard me speak, who heard something that I had to say and found enough value in it that they would be like, I'm going to hit this button so that I can hear more of what this dude has to say, I would tell you were high, bro. The fact that we have built this thing together and that we have, built such a positive, I mean, we get trolls, but That's the internet. The fact that we've built this together is so incredible, and it's so humbling to me, and I love you guys so much, bro. Wilbertson, taking a break from work to say hello, everybody. Love you, brother, and I love your pup. Has your pup got that neck brace off yet, bro? Has your pup got that fucking thing off, bro? Praying for you, Martell. Rockman. Yes. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Fragile Wolf. You helped educate me. I was misinformed on the Minnesota shooting. I thought she was completely innocent until I saw the entire context. We may not agree on everything, but I respect you. God bless. And Fragile Wolf, I doubt anybody would agree with me on everything because I could be out there. You know what I'm saying? I try to only come to you guys with facts or evidence and then let you guys come to your own opinion. And then sometimes you guys bounce shit off me and I learn. I love that, bro. And I love that I could show you evidence that you found valuable and that, you know, it helped you come to a new understanding. That's what this is all about. Gorb, what's up, man? I have one last thing to say. The world is in its 5th cycle of hell. But thankfully, there are still people helping guide us through the darkness, and the wood chipper tribe holds torches. Bro, I'm just going to tell you right now, I've been hearing more and more people say that they absolutely believe that we are in hell recently. It's been a lot of people saying that lately, man. And it's kind of a crazy theory. You can rabbit hole that shit. Mr. Paramedic, my normal whip is a Cyber Beast or a Model X Plaid. Bro, you're just out there living it, dog. You're just out there living it. That's amazing. I recently got my, and thank you so much for that support. I recently got my very first new vehicle that I've ever owned in my life. Before this, I've never had a car that cost more than $7,000 that was mine. Never have. Never in my life had I owned a vehicle that cost more than $7,000 before this. I just got myself a new 4Runner, and I'm super happy with it. I got the 2026 TRD Sport Premium, and I'm so happy with it, man. I love it so much. You know, I've never been one to go out and spend a lot of money on myself. I'd rather spend it on other people, but sick whips, bro, it's so life-changing, bro. I get in that thing, I can turn it on with my phone, and it fucking, I get out there and my seats are warm, and my steering wheel's warm, and I get in and I press the button and the seat goes, bro, it's the nicest thing I've ever owned in my life, bro. And I feel so blessed I was able to do that. Years of work. Mephistopheles, thank you for that, JD. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being vulnerable and trusting that this is a place you can talk about real shit. I love you, brother. We're in this together. The Fairy on River Styx. What you think of my dog? She's my profile pic. I love your dog. I absolutely love your dog. Fairy, your dog is absolutely amazing. I love all the dogs, and it makes me so happy when people have their profile picture as their dog, and I get to look at your dogs, because I'll be nosy, and I'll be loving dogs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Torres, the Maduro arrest coinciding with the Minnesota fraud exposure isn't a coincidence. Media coverage goes Minnesota, Maduro, Minnesota. I don't believe our military should be used as police force from a veteran. And, you know, I 100% respect your opinion on that. I'm not sure that I buy that the Minnesota fraud being exposed isn't coincidental in its timing, because I know Nick Shirley personally, and I know that he had that scheduled from before they did the Maduro thing. But I you know, here's the thing is I don't ever want to see our boys be put in danger for anything. And God, thank God that they got out and there was nothing. I think one dude sprained his ankle during that, but nobody was like seriously injured, and thank God for that. But I always 100% value the opinions of our veterans, man. And I appreciate you speaking that. Mr. Paramedic, dude, big love. You guys, Jax just entered. You got to go for a ride in the Model X Plaid. It feels like a fucking rocket ship. Nothing like it, period. Bro, so I've gotten to ride in some Ubers that were like normal Teslas. Never gotten to ride in a Plaid. I got to ride in Brandon Herrera's Cybertruck, which was super fucking cool. I never liked them because I thought they looked gay. And then I got to ride in Brandon Herrera's and I'm like, oh, this shit is not gay. This shit is not gay. This shit gets it, bro.
Ronnie Radke has a nice one too.
Ronnie Radke's looks like the damn fucking Batmobile, bro. I don't know if you guys know Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse. He's a friend of ours. His Cybertruck looks like the fucking Batmobile, bro. It's so sick. It's so sick. The Lone Wolf. Divide and conquer. That's the new norm. I bet Democrats are under someone not only in the US, UK, Canada, Australia, France, Germany, Netherlands, Australia, Spain, Italy, etc. Here's the thing is like, they're on the same format. They may be out there in the streets on different shit in each place, but they're all on the same formula. And it's very transparent. Archangel Arms. Oh my God, are you talking about an infection in the Epidemia Testi? It's sheer hell. Yeah, I think that's what it was, bro.
Wait, are we talking about the doubloon?
We're talking about my swollen doubloon, bro. Yeah, because I was, Mr. Paramedic had an incredible Vegas, no, you can laugh. It's hilarious. I was laughing at myself earlier. Mr. Paramedic had an incredible honeymoon where he got to go race a fucking Ferrari in Vegas for his honeymoon. And I was like, I still owe Jax a honeymoon. And I was telling him about my swolled ass doubloon. Because it's embarrassing. And of course I'm going to say the embarrassing shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Six's mom, JD, you know where you need to bring Jax for a honeymoon? Aloha from Kauai. I want to go to Hawaii so bad. So bad. I want to go to Hawaii so damn bad, sis. If we come out there, you gotta let me buy you dinner, sis. You gotta let us come and buy you dinner. The Lone Wolf, just a small idea. Why not talk with Elon Musk and send the numbnuts, so-called Democrats on Mars, along with the trans and Islam thing? Let's see who will survive. Then we will have peace here on Earth. Bro, I bet that'd be such a soft sell. I bet that'd be such a soft sell for Elon. You know, Elon's the one who's been pushing the whole thing that Nick Shirley opened up with the Somali fraud. He was one of the first big people to reshare it. It was crazy, bro. Seeing my little brother, bro, break open a story just doing independent journalism, and then everybody in the world is talking about it. I'm so proud of him, dude. He deserves it.
He's such a good kid.
He really is. Wilberton, sadly, he has another week because he scratched it open a few weeks ago. I wish you weren't scared to get on camera right now because Wilberton's dog is so cute, but he's wearing one of those neck thingies.
Oh,
you won't
an
be able to see it.
e-collar. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not fun. They hate that. I kind of want to see, though.
Come.
Oh, what
Come.
a cutie. Oh, my gosh. You kind of could see me for a second. What a cutie pie.
Yeah.
Aw.
Coffee cocaine. Take your wife on a honeymoon to Hilo, Hawaii. Snorkeling together with sea turtles won't disappoint. Love my wood chipper chief. Love you, brother. I appreciate it. That is like one of the places that's always been on my list to go is Hawaii.
We'll go because I know you want to go. We'll go.
She sounds like she doesn't want to go.
I mean, it sounds great. And we'll love it and we'll have a great time. I know it's something you really want to do.
I really want to do it.
Yeah.
I really want to do it.
For me, the thing that I've wanted to do forever, even though I hate cruises with a passion, I've always wanted to do a cruise through Alaska. It is gorgeous.
Bro, it's
because
so
you can
fucking
see
cool.
all of the beautiful naturescapes and everything, but you're not, I don't know, it's really cool. I've always wanted to do that.
It's so cold.
I don't care. You bundle up. It's fun.
Chinsky said, JD, how are your parents? I know you moved back to Oregon to see and help them due to health issues. They're just in their later years, man, and I want to spend every day with them. I love that I work from home so I can check on my mom a few times a day. Jax does the same thing. it's an absolute pleasure and honor to be able to spend time with them. When I gave up on myself, they didn't give up on me. When they should have given up on me, they never gave up on me. So any way that I can pay that back to them now is an honor for me to be in that position and to be the man that God has made me today, bro. And thank you for asking. I appreciate you, dude. Paladin Dig, William Shakespeare said, hell is empty, all the demons are here. You know, that's actually, there's a Vanna song that quotes that. I don't know if any of you guys heard the metal band Vanna. I love them, bro. And they quoted that in a song. Absolutely dope quote. Mr. Hammer, JD, always love your honesty throughout the bullshit, so thank you. With how volatile and divided our country has become, do you think we end up having Civil War 2.0? Cheers. Love you, brother. I don't even want to put that juju out there, brother. I really don't. I think that it would be so catastrophically bad for our country. I think that, you know, these liberals, they think they want a civil war. I promise you, bro, they don't. It's not going to swing their way. It's not. They're not going to go out there and start a civil war and be like, I need my safe space. You're not respecting my pronouns. It's going to end bad, bro. War is not a good thing. War is not a beautiful thing. You know, war is an ugly reality that a lot of these people just have no concept of. And if they push it to where they get it, they're going to fucking hate what they did, bro. So I'm hoping that we avoid it, man. Kid Draco, as someone who was recently believing in Jesus again, since I died, you've been a major inspiration. Since you died? We can't just gloss over that you died, brother.
I'm sorry, what?
As someone who's recently believing in Jesus again, since I died, you've been a major inspiration for me looking towards the Bible more. God bless, my brother. One love. I love you. You died? Bro, I'm glad you're still here. I've been getting back into my Bible, bro. I actually got, this is one that my mom gave me that has the words of Jesus Christ in red. I love that because that's really what I look for, is I want the words of Jesus Christ. But this one is super cool. It's just the New Testament, and it's black with white. So it's like the Bible in dark mode, because it's easier for me to read if I'm not looking at bright white pages, man. I love you, and God bless you, brother. I'm glad that you're here with us. Upload Freak. Have 474 in court fines, one case. Any tip on dollars, no job. Man, you just got to pay that shit. You got to figure it out. Normally, they'll put you on a payment plan, but it's really important that you pay that shit, because if you don't, they can extend your probation. They can throw you in jail. You know, eventually, if they don't throw you in jail, they'll take it out of your tax returns. It can be nasty, bro. So even if you're just paying $5 a month, work it out with them. Tell them, you know, I just need $5 a month, bro. And you know, you can pay that off in increments. It's in your best interest to pay it. It all comes back. Paladin Dig. William Shakespeare also said there is no good or evil, but thinking it makes it so. So I read a bunch of Shakespeare in high school. I don't remember where that's from, but that's lit, bro. That's absolutely lit. Absolutely lit. Alejandro, what's up, my brother? How are you? Cybertruck wouldn't survive long in Arkansas. We got the humidity that's enough to peel paint, and I know it don't like water. And that's a fact. But they have pretty, I guess Texas is pretty dry heat. Yeah. I love Arkansas, bro. I've been out to Arkansas a number of times. I've had a great time every time I'm out there. Big love and respect to you, brother. It's good to see you here again. Gorb said, okay, one more. I drive two vehicles, 2008 Jeep Patriot and Olds Delta 88, 1986. You can make anything last if you have engineering and know-how. Not fancy, but it works. And dude, like, you know, a bunch of my cars have been older cars. And, you know, I had an old International Scout pickup that literally had a coffee can under the hood. I don't know what the fuck that thing was for. I didn't put it there. It was engineered in a very strange way, but I loved that thing to death, man.
I have an 11-year-old car that I love so much, and I refuse to ever let it go.
Yeah. Elevated Truth Podcast. I'm flying up to Portland tomorrow to cover the ICE detention facility protest. Keep kicking ass, mad respect. Hey, bro, be safe out there. They're going to be wilding out tonight. They're going to be wilding out tomorrow night. I guarantee you it's gonna get hectic out there. And if you don't have a septum ring and blue hair, and if your dick isn't hanging out of your mini skirt, they're gonna be weird with you, bro. So be ready. Keep your head on a swivel, brother. The Lone Wolf, Alaska's cold and watch out seasick. Yeah. The only time I've ever done a cruise, it was just like a few hour cruise, and it was in Florida, and it was a gambling cruise. And I don't gamble, so I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. And I got seasick, bro. I didn't like it. I felt like a bitch. I was like, fuck, I'm seasick. Somebody told me take motion sickness medication with you, and I was like, I ain't no bitch. I'll be fine. And then I was a bitch. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. I don't like cruising. I really don't. I used to work for a cruise line, and I'm not a huge fan. I've gone on a lot of cruises, and it's just not for me, especially now where I just hit my 5-year soberversary, and to be in a crowded space with a lot of people who are drinking too much and there's like no escape sounds pretty awful to me.
You're the one who wants to go on a cruise, bro.
Well, okay, so I've been thinking about this cruise to Alaska for the last like 20-something years. Which shows you how serious I am about doing it, because I've just been thinking about it for like 20-something years, and I worked for a cruise line. I could have absolutely done it for pretty much nothing, and I chose not to. So
you're gonna be really mad at yourself if you don't come see Odat Tanzi's profile picture. It is the cutesy wootsiest puppy.
Oh, it's a baby.
Just wanted to drop a little love in the chat as I play some Fallout and listen to you in the background, bro. Which Fallout are you playing? I really want to we've been watching the Fallout show. I really want to jump in and play some Fallout on PS5. But I think that Fallout 4, I think, is the one they remade for PS5. I really want to grab that, bro, and start playing. I just never have time to play. I keep buying games for it and never even playing them, bro. It's crazy. I'm super irresponsible and stupid about it. I bought a Switch too, and I haven't opened the box yet.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I haven't opened the box yet.
I'm so excited about that.
It's crazy. I'm fucking retarded, bro. Six's mom, tell Jax you can take a cruise around Hawaii. Aloha from Kauai.
Well, if I'm going to do that, I don't like cruises. I'd rather just be in Hawaii and hang out.
That's what I'm talking about. Planetary 121. War will make corpses of us all. Line said by Familiar in The Lord of the Rings and The Two Towers. You know, those were the first books as a kid that I read myself, you know, that weren't like child's books, was The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. I loved those books so much. The Lone Wolf. I'm an Orthodox Christian. For me, the liberals are Satan followers, and Islam is the same. If you read the Bible, Jesus' commands are reversed by Muhammad. Kill, suicide with kids, women, etc. I'm right there with you on that, bro. I'm right there with you on that. Kid Draco, it was a year ago, give or take. Kid Draco's the one who died. That was from an overdose. And it took 3 or 4 Narcan sprays to bring me back after almost 10 minutes without a pulse.
I am so happy you're still here.
And he's reconnected with Jesus.
That's so beautiful.
And he's here and he's alive, bro. You're an inspiration, and your story can help so many people. I'm so proud of you, bro. Wolfie Conservative said, hey, JD, I love your work. In Australia, we're currently having wildfires similar to the LA fires in Melbourne and Sydney to build their smart cities. God bless. And that's what I said the whole time the LA fires were going down. They know that the Olympics are coming. And also, you know, Palantir wants mass surveillance in all major cities. And LA is one that they would absolutely want, but they would have to retrograde everything to a smart city to get the level of surveillance that they want. It's crazy that they're doing the same shit in Australia right now, brother. Please stay safe. Huge love. Mr. Paramedic, CT is fine in the water. I took mine in the ocean a year ago, no problems. Hell yeah, bro. That's dope. Mephistopheles, I'm on PS5. Would totally be down to play with you, but I'm a mere peasant. No, bro, we're all family. We're all family. I just never have time to... I have it on my desk over here with my TV over here in my office, and I haven't even plugged it in, bro. And it's been there for like 2 years, if that tells you anything. I just never have time to play because it's always work or family, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not working content or recovery, I'm with my wife and our kids, or I'm with my parents next door. That's just where my life is at, bro. I wish I had more time. Gorb says, no cruise. Fiji better. Fiji sounds nice. Fiji sounds nice.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to go there.
Paladin Dig, go to Fallout New Vegas. The best one. I don't care. That's what I'm talking about. You know, my son Graves says the same thing. That's his absolute favorite Fallout. Golf Twins. 700 million went through Minneapolis airport to Somalia in the last 2 years. Could you imagine how much that would have helped our veterans? I can, and it makes me sick to my stomach, bro. It makes me absolutely sick to my stomach. It's crazy work, bro. We have been robbed blind in this country. All right, you guys, it's dinner time for me. We've been on here for almost 3.5 hours. Thank you for riding out. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the day ones. Thank you if it's your first day here. Thank you to everybody who supported with super chats. Thank you to the trolls, man. Thanks for giving me a opportunity to whip out the binky and stuff it down your throat like your uncle did late at night. I appreciate that. What? Jax goes, ugh. The Lone Wolf. I'm glad that you have a Bible and your mom is a Christian. Even if we don't agree, for me, Islam and Muhammad are the Antichrist only from the teaching. No, we don't disagree on that, bro. We don't disagree, and I love you, brother. Mephistopheles, no sweat. I hardly have time myself. The peasant comment was just my weird humor. I get it, bro, but I never, ever want anybody to feel like I am anything special, dog. I ain't shit. I'm just a dude with an internet connection, and I'm honored that you guys hang out with me. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you, man. And I always want to show that humility and that gratitude that I have 912 people that'll hang out with me on a Friday night when you could be literally doing anything else at 7:20. You guys are hanging out with me. That's a fucking honor, man, and I love you guys. Joseph Torres, watching Timberfly fall faster, Lucifer was entertaining. Okay, so Timberfly, I'm going to check that out. We're actually watching Lioness right now. We just finished up Mayor of Kingstown. We're on a Taylor Sheridan kick. We've been watching Landman. And I need to go tonight and watch the newest episode of Fallout. Rhinosaurus, much love to you, brother, and to your family, and each and every one of you. It's always one love, y'all. Be good or be good at it. We'll see you real